Hey, Cliff, are you ready to start the totally coolest show? What the hell's the name of the show? Totally awesome, coolest show ever?
That's it.
The TAQ Show. Another electrifying episode where the truth meets art, art meets lies, and questions become conversations. I'm ready, motherfuckers. Let's. Oh my God!
Yep, the whole point of the intro, Cliff, is so that we don't swear in it. That's the point of that. But
I'm so sorry. Double, did you catch me? Please tell me you caught me.
I didn't even hear what you said.
I hit it while I hit it.
Oh, thank God!
I had to figure out the trigger.
Oh no!
All right, hey, listen. It's been a while. The last time you were supposed to come on, you overslept. This time we made sure we set 3 alarm clocks for you. Cliff is back. Pete is still under. Pete, actually, I don't even know what's going on with Pete at this point. I heard that like the water in New Jersey's poisoned or something, and somehow that works down to him. So we got to watch out. We're hoping that he's not getting buried underneath a bridge, but we'll see. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Might have a special guest next week too. On top of this special guest, Cliff from Cliff's on Comics. Say hi, Cliff. Okay.
Hi,
then, as you can see, Dub's downloading everything. Let's say hi to the chat. Thumbs up. Hello, GTK Comics. Thumbs up. Hi. Hi. Thumbs up. Okay, cool. Can we talk about Immoral? No, Meyer. We cannot talk about Immoral Thor. Meyer, here, let me tell you something. It's an important leading into Immoral Thor. I'm also actually excited for this. Not in reviews, just, whenever. Meyer, last week you criticized us that we let you choose 2 books. Spoiler alert, they're terrible. We're going to review those 2 books. Immortal Thor was not one of the 2 books you recommended. So we have to set a priority list here, buddy. But maybe we'll talk about it. We'll see. Tommy Longbox. It's Wednesday, hump day, so some call it. Yep. All I know is that it's time for the totally awesome, coolest show ever. Let's go. See, I can say it when I read it. There we go. Cheers, cheers. Thank you, Tommy. I was fishing a lot today. Hip Hop Venom. What did I tell you? I don't even know why I do it for you. I don't know why, but I do. Hip Hop covers. Let's go. Told you I'd do it. We're doing it. We're going to do some of them. Mainly, you got to remember, like the hip hop covers for me, a lot of them were the first, when they first came out, because the store that I was at, if they would actually almost like, some of them were incentive buys. So like if a store had bought X amount of copies of so, they'd get this. So the store that my LCS was doing something, if you bought 1 book of this, you'd also get to a free hip hop cover. So they were kind of like giving it away. So they would do the same thing with the JSC things. The what's his name? The guy that does all the action figure covers. JCCs. Yep. JCC covers. So I got a lot of these hip hop covers early on. Plus, I like a little bit of the hippity hop music. So some of them I really loved and I grabbed them. So we'll cover some of those, probably 10. My Bargain Comics, what is going on? This is Steve. I was just thinking about calling you the other day and I didn't. And then you have this question. Will Cliff be on tonight? Asking for a friend. It's like you're psychic, Steve. He is. And here's a spoiler alert. I'm kind of talking him to coming into Baltimore and he's 72% in, he said. 72%.
62%. But okay.
Now it's 62 now? It was 72.
No, I always told you it was going to be like, like not super strong.
I think 62% it's above average, right? Like
it is above average, but it's not perfect. My life is shaky.
Well, I would not expect 100% of you, Cliff. That's not going to happen. Howdy, kids. Howdy, Bar Lord. I just finished. I thought it said the Cup. I did too. I finished watching USA in the semifinals. Go USA. Hopefully, I want Mexico, man. I'll be honest with you. I do. I think it'll be a good matchup. Okay. You won't tell the friend. Because you don't want, well, who's going to get excited like Rifle? No. Please make sure we do a great job delaying. We always do. Thank you very much. Hey, kids. Hey, Ed. Thanks for saying hi for the algorithm. Bars, hi. Whoa. Pause. No Diddy games. No Diddy games at all. Like a dream come true. Immortal Cliff. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Immortal Cliff. What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Renovision? And Cliff. Yeah, there you go, Cliff. Bird, hi to everyone. Hey, Kenneth, good to see you, buddy. What else do we got? TAQ. Cliff, hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Ed. Hi. chances are dwindling for Cliff in Baltimore. Yeah, I mean 10% yesterday, 60% today. Or wait, 70% yesterday, 60% today. I swear I got up early. I've been fishing almost all day today, so excuse the voice and excuse everything else. But TAQ equals totally awesome. No, it does not. Absolutely does not do that. At the moment, I'm picking out. Oh, cool. I had Ben & Jerry's like 2 months ago. I thought it was very tasty. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Sarah. Hi, everyone. Hope all is well. Good to see you, Cliff. Good to see Cliff. People like Cliff, man. I don't know what it is, but they do. All right.
What do you want? I hold on. I have a question for you before you move on. What is your favorite flavor of Ben & Jerry's?
So I don't know. So I'm like Ben & Jerry's. Like when I was a kid, that we didn't get a lot of, like if we got ice cream, we got the bucket. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, the gallon bucket.
It comes in chocolate, vanilla, and Neapolitan. That's your choices. That's it. So I didn't. So then my wife had Ben & Jerry's was never even an option because it was too expensive. So then what happens is my wife buys Ben & Jerry's for herself, and then she gets me something. So, and it usually has something to do with caramel in there at some point, right? So
like the Americone Dream, where there's pieces of cone and chocolate and caramel. And
I think she was here a minute ago watching the game. She's not anymore, but I'll ask her if I see her. She gets the Chubba Hubba, I think. Is that something? Chubba Hubbas?
I feel like that's right up your alley.
Chubba Hubbas.
Chubby, maybe?
Is it called Chubby Hubby?
Yeah.
I think so.
So I have two.
Are you guys joking with me, or that's a
no, Chubby Hubby's real. I have two favorites. My two favorites are Cherry Garcia and
That's what Ed just said.
What was the second one?
Ed, good one. The second one is Half Baked.
Half Baked. Oh.
I've heard of Cherry Garcia before, so I assume she's probably had that one too. I'd assume that. Yeah, me too. I just like caramel. I like sugar. I like sugar that's burnt. But I'll ask her. What about you, Dub? Do you eat is there a certain?
You know, I am normally a chocolate guy, but there used to be a flavor that was called Mission to Marzipan, and it was like almond and sweet cream, and it was like the best flavor, but I haven't been able to find it in forever. I think
I will tell you this hot take real quickly. I rather have 5 Kona ices with dragon blood than one
Tiger blood.
Yeah. With tiger blood than one Ben & Jerry's ice cream. So.
Kona Ice, yeah. I've heard so much good stuff about the Kona Ice.
I love Kona Ice. I know somebody who works there now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Cherry Garcia. I'll ask her. I think that. I mean, I don't know. I think she likes whatever she likes. I can't buy it because I always buy the wrong one. That's all I can tell you. Willie Nelson had one that was okay. Cool. What's going on, by the way, Kevin? All right. Let's start. We were going to change stuff around. Are we going to change stuff around, or are we going to do top 5?
No,
so I know a lot of people. We're going to do top 5. So we're going to do top 5. Then we're probably going to do the FOC versus. Are we? Do we have that in yet? No.
We're ready for whatever. However we want to go, we'll be ready to do it.
We might do top 5. We might go after that, take it or leave it, so that we can get into the hip hop stuff early. If you guys want hip hop stuff early, where are they now? Put hip hop in the thing, and we will. If not, we'll just get into the FOC after and do the normal run of the show, and then we'll do news. All right. Let's get into.
I'll do it.
Not much. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, cool. Let's get into. Top 5. I have to say this about the top 5 covers this week. Last week it was abundance of goodness. This week it's abundance of
not so much
dusty vaginas. Like, it is not good, bro. It is terrible. It is horrible. So let's see what we got here.
All right,
I'm going to criticize Pete either way, but I don't think I'm going to be that harsh on him because it wasn't a good week.
That's okay. I'll be harsh on him because there were some good selections if you look for them.
Oh, this is the one, number 1. How does he have this at 5?
Number 5, Serge Acuna.
Oh, you know what he did? He looked at my list and he did. This is what happened. Whatever his number 5 was. No, well, this is what happened. I swear. This is why it's at 5, because he didn't even know about this book. He saw my list and then decided to put this book on his list at 5 because it was the last minute put it because he didn't have enough. I like this cover. I think this is a dope cover. The thing that I hate is, we got it's the bat what's her name cover, and it's such a good book at this point, and even like its mid covers are pretty solid. But I mean, the insides are matching the outsides on this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love this cover. This is really good.
Yeah,
it's really well done. Serge Acuna.
Was this Birds? Oh, this was on Birds of Prey. This wasn't on.
Serge. You know, he was Sergio. Now he's been knocked down to Serge. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I am a very big fan of Axel Foley. So, Detroit Cop, Axel Foley. You know the Detroit Cop, Axel Foley, right, Dub?
I am familiar with the Beverly Hills Cop.
Surge. Balky Bertakabis.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I can't believe I have to explain these.
You didn't have to explain Balky to me or Serge or, you know, or his like whole thing. I mean, I follow the man on Instagram. I mean, Bronson Pinchot and I are practically like freaking like pen pals. Like, I understand. I'm just, you know.
Hello, Marvin. Hello,
Marvin.
Christina. All right, go. What's next?
Next one up is Bring on the Bad Guys, Green Goblin with Leah Bermejo cover.
Really?
Yeah. I enjoy this very much.
4. Yeah. It's a good Goblin cover.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's a good Goblin cover. There's action. You know how I feel about action. Bermejo, you rarely lets me down. I mean, yes, absolutely. I worthy of top 5 this week.
I don't know, man.
It's a
okay.
Spider-Man.
You know, the problem. Okay, this is the problem that holds me back with this. There's too much shit on the cover, and by shit I mean UPC, Green Goblins, Bring on the Bad Guys, Marvel number. Like, there's too much shit.
You know what? I mean, like, I hear you, but I mean, the art does enough for me that I'm okay. I'm okay. It's still a winner.
So you like the art, but you don't like the normal things that are on the cover that have to be
I think on this one
you have a minimized trade dress to highlight the art. I can agree. I could agree on that.
I think this would be top 5 if they got rid of all the shit and just left Green Goblin on it. Or, I mean, I guess you have to do why did you do Bring on the Bad Guys? Don't even do that. Just
That's what it's called. That's the title.
I know. But abbreviate that. BOBG, whatever. Who gives a shit? Get it out of there. Green Goblin, put it there. Let's go back to the old advertising world where I made millions of my dollars. Get rid of all the shit. Tell them what you need to know. You need to know Green Goblin, that's the guy's name on there. You need to know, and you see Spider-Man's hand, story over, let the picture talk. There we go.
I know, but you do need to know it's part of Bring on the Bad Guys.
Why?
Because it's a crossover and you're trying to sell it.
Yeah, that's what people love about Marvel is their fucking crossovers.
No, but
what would sell better, a Green Goblin book or a crossover Marvel book? I guarantee it's not the crossover Marvel book.
I don't know. Remember that Green Goblin miniseries that was out not too long ago?
Yeah. No.
Exactly. You don't. There we go. So
I would just say that this you have to remember that they need to save something for their 1 in 25 second print variant, so that way they can put out a variant that's a version of this.
We all know what's going to happen for the 1 in 25 second print. It's going to end up being what's her name? It's going to end up being the new chick, Sister Sorrow. That's what's going to happen
again. Yeah, Sister Sorrow's everywhere. Hey, Sarah. First off, yeah, I guess you're right. Fuck you.
Yep. Thank you. All right, let's move on to number 3.
The VHS cover. I dig it. I think
it's okay.
I dig it.
So
that Captain America cover that I'm in love with better be on here though.
Here's the thing. I put this early on the list, and then I think I took it off the list because I just don't like her on the cover. There's something about it. At first I saw it, I was like, cool. Oh yeah, VHS, distressed. You know how I love it? It's all the things I like, right? Nostalgia, distressed. And then I was like, I don't know. Still good. Once again, I'm not criticizing it. This week, it's there. I mean, it's a tough week. It's a tough week.
It is.
Yeah.
There is some good stuff out there this week.
Well, maybe you'll tell us later and we'll look at it. We'll see, Cliff. Go ahead. What's next?
Next is number 2 for Pete's choices is Pop Kill.
Isn't this a second print?
Yep.
Second print by
I didn't know we were doing second prints. See, this is where he's cheating. He's really reaching here at this point.
Hold on. You can't say that there's not a lot of good covers out there, and then say he's reaching in like the same segment.
Yeah, I absolutely can. The rules is not we get to do second prints and third and fourth because we asked that at one point.
Why not?
Well, because we asked that when we first started this. I was like, hey, look, there's a second print coming out. I like the cover. It was actually a fourth print. Maybe I should do it. He's like, nah, I try to keep it to the first print. So then now when he's tight on ropes, and not only does he have the balls to not be here this week and do it, he has the balls to not do it and then put it in the number 2 spot. By the way, also not a great Pop Kills cover. Kind of weak sauce. That lady.
I know after you got the big titty cover and after you got the champagne cover,
the nipple
right?
cover, yeah, hidden nipple,
right?
Yeah,
the nipple cover and the champagne cover, and like, where does this fall after that? After
giraffe neck cover.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how does this fall in?
Do you think they made her neck bigger so that they could put all the names on her neck like that?
I don't know. I don't.
Marketing, yes.
I'm just saying,
like for marketing, but also, what are we doing?
These aren't. Some of them are probably mine too, Ed. I can't even remember why I picked. I picked so long ago. I didn't pick this though. I didn't pick this bullshit. This isn't even a good cover though. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not. It's the colors that make it. Quote
No, it doesn't. The
not...
colors actually don't make it that great. Maybe if they got rid of maybe if they turned the bubbles blue and the hair was pink, maybe or something. But it's like,
listen,
the contrast isn't good. It doesn't pop enough.
I think if we're going by artistic expression, I can understand why some people would be drawn to this.
Why?
Not enough for me to put it in my top 5, but some people like this thing. It's not for me.
Hey. Might as well add store exclusives also. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Right? Exactly. Like, I feel that is anti what this was supposed to be about, but I'm just a guest here.
No, you might be a permanent fixture after that take. That's a good take. I like that take. All right, what do we got next?
And Pete's number 1 pick this week is Amazing Spider-Man.
All right, fair.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. I love me some Lee Bermejo, and I will not criticize that. However, WTF, Peter, you picked that second print Pop Kills bullcrap, and none of the gorgeous Captain Americas that came out this week. There's one Captain America where he's saluting out the plane that is serving "See you next Tuesday" left.
Oh, that's not that good.
Center,
No. The only Captain America that was good. I would
love to see that cover.
I will tell you, the Captain America, I will show it. There was one I had on 5 and I bumped it off. It was the blue background one. But
you put a Captain America book in your top
yeah,
five?
I had it, and then I bought. As
I
Tuesday,
know you don't care for Mr. Captain America, but I'm just saying that one cover was pretty freaking.
The one that they made a version also. That was not.
Yeah,
great.
No, I love him. I love him jumping out the plane like that. I think it's great.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is, but it's also. The only thing I don't like about that is Spider-Man's face. It looks like he got punched right in the nose. But all right, what do you got for me?
We're gonna move
I got
on.
the better
Here
picks.
are Marco's picks. Number 5.
This is what I bumped the Captain America cover off for. I actually really like this Deathshot cover or the Deadshot cover coming out of the dirt. I thought it was good. Once again, DC, as much if you want to hate DC, you can hate DC all you want. But sometimes a blind dog gets a squirrel's nut or whatever the heck they say, licks their own ass, whatever it is, they do it because look at their trade dressing. Look at how they're letting the art walk. Like if the art was the same in that Spider-Man or the bad guys Goblin thing as this, how much better would that cover have been? How much better? Cliff, you can talk to the chat. You don't have to write to the chat. You know how
I write to the chat because I'm trying not to disrupt you, while you're trying to make a point that I don't necessarily agree with.
You don't like DC?
I love DC.
And apparently he doesn't like DC. All right, good point. Let's go to the next one then. All right, very good.
Preposterous. Absolutely.
Good job. Well, Cliff, wait not to like DC, buddy.
That's why Cliff's talking to the chat. Marco's number 4.
Yep.
Yu Young Yum.
All right, I put in a cover. I put in a cover every time. That's not necessarily for me, but I get why people like it. And this is it. This is not for me.
This one ain't for me either. I'm like,
Yeah, it's not for me, but I get why people like this cover. Like, I get why this cover got picked up today. Like, I understand it. It just isn't for me. You know what I mean? It's just not. But I get it. I get it. So that's what I got. I'm surprised, Cliff. You don't like this cover at all? It's not Goon. This isn't Goon at all. It's not it.
it's like it's
borderline.
fine. It's just fine.
Mhm. Dude, stop saying Gooner. This is not a Gooner. But go ahead. Next.
Next.
Come
Marco's
on.
number 3.
Come on, Marco, is number
Here we
3.
go.
Come on.
Sister.
Dude, I don't know why I like this cover, but I really
But there's a lot of good stuff going on. The skulls and the flames, the tarot reading.
I saw there's 2 tarot cards here, and Cliff, and as soon as I saw it, before I even remembered you were on, I was like, Cliff and the tarot cards. That's kind of cool. And I saw the things of the flames in there, and you guys get it. I love these, like everything with Ghost Machine that is kind of like this horror type stuff, like Hyde Street and everything. You know, I love it already. But I thought this was a great cover. We'll talk about the inside of the books later, but I thought it was a good one. It was something a little bit different. And they're taking a stand without doing Gooner stuff all the time, right? Whoa. Slow down. Slow down for Deadly Venom.
I have not read this yet, but I do like all things Ghost Machine.
See, that covers it. Sucks so bad for Deadly Venom's it's out. I know. I had it at number 2. What am I going to do? And the reason why I have it at number 2 and not number 1 is because of Spider-Man's face. It really does look like, I don't know what he did around the nose area, but it almost looks like there's a Ninja Turtle underneath.
It's like the chameleon's face. Like I was
could be.
in. There's no nose.
Yeah, it looks weird. But I think they did a great job with Black Cat. Good job. Trade dress is in the right spot, not interfering with anything. So.
All right, and then Marco's number 1 cover of the week. Oh, look at that! We've seen this one as well.
Yeah, I thought this was the best. I kept moving this up the list. This started at 4, and then it got to 2, and then it got to 1. I mean, I really like this cover. I picked this cover up today. I thought it's cool. I didn't get to. Oh yeah, I did. I already read this book, but it doesn't matter. I still really like the cover. I did like the cover, so. It's not goonliness either, guys. It's actually just a really good cover. It's sharp. It does everything good. All right, is that it for the top 5?
Yeah, no, but now we have variants.
Oh, the variants.
The variants, yes. Number 5 is not showing up. Oh, here we go.
I don't
know.
know.
Number 5, Green Lantern. Number 4 by Nimit Malavia.
Did he do this or did I do this?
I believe Pete's here usually first. It doesn't say your name on it.
I think we both did this one then. All right, fair enough.
No.
Look, I'm telling you, go through the variants. Try to pick out a variant.
I see. It
was a tough week for variants. That's why I'm not going to hate him on this. Oh, well, I mean, it was a tough week, but you didn't have to do this shit. You didn't just have to go fucking to the bottom of the barrel, bro. What is this? What is this?
No, this is both of the covers so far. That's where I'm at with nope.
Yep. Nope. I wasn't gonna shit on him, but this is no. This is a hell to the no. His taste is terrible. Okay.
All right, now we have a 1 in 100 X-Men Hellfire visual number.
Okay,
1.
so here's the deal with it. Here, just what I'm going to tell you. There's a trade dress version of this. There's a version of this. I know it's a 1 in 100. I wouldn't pay $20 for this, but if you're taking out what the ratio number is, it's not a terrible cover. It just isn't a terrible cover, especially for what's out there this week. And if I'm defending it hard, you know it's on my list. So that's all I got about that. Oh, you like the Rose Bash Emma cover? Really? Oh, we're getting a lot of passes.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Ocean Grim number 23.
Once again, I'm not going to say anything because it was a tough week.
Yep.
It was a tough week. 20? This is a 1 in 20. It was a tough week.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So there's Barlow saying the last one was okay.
Yes.
This had to be my
Yes!
list.
This
He
is for
stole my list.
Tella.
The last 4 picks were all my list. I think he put the wrong book in my list.
You said the first pick was your list too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just messed around. He saw my list and then he put that Venom book in there so it didn't look exactly the same. That's what he did.
Listen, I don't care. This one is worthy.
This one's
This
dope.
one is worthy.
This is dope. This is actually how it should be done right. Stop doing it with everybody, but like this is
makes
great.
sense. Yeah.
This does. This makes sense.
This is gonna do well.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, I was a little questioning some of the picks, but this definitely.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a rough week. We'll go through some. We'll walk through some stuff, but
all right. So here's your number 5. Same.
Yeah. Same.
Your
Wasn't
number 4 though is Rian Gonzalez.
Dude, you want to know why? Once again,
I'm a fan of Rian Gonzalez. I didn't know you would like Rian Gonzalez.
I don't, but I understand. Not for me. But once again, if you've seen the theme this week, number 4 is not for me. But I understand. I understand. And in a tough week where there's not a lot of good shit to pick from, you're going to get the I understand book. And that's what this is right here. I understand why this is selling. Or obviously it's sold today, but like before, I understand why this was going to sell. I get it. It ain't for me, but I get it. It's different. No. Dang it. Like Goonery. What? Get out of here.
She does a lot of covers that look like this. I started following her when she was doing like video game covers. There was a lot of in the Batgirl's run. She had a whole bunch of video game type stuff.
Yeah.
I even bought some X-Men books because she did covers. So
yeah, absolutely. Even though you've got hate for all things X-Men, I get it. Nothing, Cliff. Nothing on this. You don't get it.
It's not for me.
I get it.
She did do like a cool, like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers White Ranger cover that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like I thought like she did like these like character variant Mighty Morphin covers that were neat. Mm-hmm. I will give her that. I thought they were fun. I was really annoyed that one of them was one per store.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
We've seen this one already. This is Marco's number 3 pick, aka Aka. I'm not sure it's one or the other.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was either.
Marco's number 2 pick is Dan Panosian's Power Rangers Prime number 8.
I mean, you can't go too wrong with Dan Panosian.
No,
so
there wasn't much I could do this week, so I did what I could with what I had. You know what I mean? And that's what I had. So
I don't usually buy Power Rangers books, but I would get this one. And your number 1 cover, of course, is
Shadow. I mean, that's the right answer. Who said it back here?
That is the correct.
Somebody said it. It's the correct answer this week. That is the correct answer this week. The only answer is that. Yeah, Shadow Storm for the win. That's the correct answer this week. That's what we got. That's what we got for number 1. So there we go. I'll pull it up. We can pull it up real quick. Let me get into new this week.
Okay.
Give me a second. Go ahead. You tell us, Cliff, which ones you... Go ahead, Dub.
Okay, well, I mean, I very much enjoyed the Captain America cover. By the way, does anybody ever like keep their eye on Adventure Man? Because like Terry Dodson just puts out a banger book.
We'll go. Hold on. Where's America? He's right here. You got the Ross, right? Start off.
All right, so
this is the one I thought was actually decent. I had this at 5.
There's 2 here that I love.
I had this at 5.
That one doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, cool.
That's cool, but not for me. Definitely for no one.
Frank Miller.
That one I love. I love that.
Who did this? It's okay. Villalobos. Yeah.
I see. That's a Bill. Yeah, I did see that one before. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Which is the other one you love? This one?
And the other one.
You love this one. You love the Junior?
No, that one's also for almost no one. That one's for almost no one.
Fucking yeah, he goes Frank Miller, hold my drink, bro. Jesus, this is horrible. Well, hopefully we don't get any porn.
So there's the original.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's the bicentennial calendar one, and I got the Luciano Vecchio homage.
Okay.
Oh no.
Jesus, dude, you know how to make it worse? Do it in black. Do it as a sketch cover. Holy shit, that's terrible.
Yeah, at
Oh
least
my
with color, it hides some of it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Oh,
That's
that-
it. That's all the covers.
That's the second printing, the black and white. Don't worry. That'll
Oh,
be
is
1
it?
in
Oh,
25.
reprints. It already says reprints. Okay.
Yeah.
Incentive covers. We did all the incentives because one's that. Which one? Oh, are you saying this one right here? Yeah.
There we
You
go.
like this?
Yeah, I have it. I'm holding it.
I can't see because I'm looking at the screen. Oops. Nope. So there's that. Well, thanks for that.
It's still
What
it's still lovely. There's the Immortal Thor cover was gorgeous. Just because the storyline is might be not for everyone, that cover is absolutely gorgeous.
Keep doing the same thing. Did you read the Immortal?
Oh no, but if we're gonna talk about a gorgeous cover, it's a gorgeous cover.
All right, I'll pull it up. Give me 1 sec. Got to go back here. Love StreamYard. They charge us so much for crap. All right.
So Immortal Thor, and then bring on the bad guys.
Bring on the bad guys. Okay, you got it. Mortal 4 and then bring on the bad guys. We're not gonna do too many more covers than this, so just
Okay.
Where's Immortal? Dude,
There he is.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't dug this. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really. Now that I look at it with my good eye. Immortal Thor, here it is. You thought that cover was good?
This is a beautiful cover. I mean, like Alex Ross hasn't lost his touch yet. That's
No,
a
I mean,
gorgeous cover.
I just think like it's like too Rossy.
It might be, but like it's beautiful. Like it is a beautiful cover.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I mean, like all the gods there, you know, the looming of something that he's incorporated the trade dress. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah,
it works.
fair.
It looks like a movie poster.
Yeah,
It looks like a Ross.
yeah, but I mean, like this is a standard. This is a bar, you know. So like, you know, and like that's fun. That's a nice homage. That's a nice like
That
throwback.
is a good homage.
Dan Jurgens. Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine reading this book. Like I wouldn't want to read it.
I mean, who's writing it right now anyway?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Yeah, I believe it's Al Ewing.
L. Ewing. Okay.
How you may knock it out of the park. I might get surprised.
Well, this is
No.
I believe this is the final issue of this series.
Didn't there's somebody oh yeah, Chip's writing this right now.
Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, he did that cover that you love too. He did that one.
Yeah, for sure. Here, I will go with bad guys in a second, but they're doing a second print variant. What do you guys think of? They did this, but they did it in a version too, so I'll just give you the version of it. What do you think of this?
It's not for me, but I know people who really love Rose Best, so I get it.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. What was the last one we were going after?
It was Bring on the Bad Guys.
Yep, Bring on the Bad Guys.
Oh, was
Bring
that
on the
me?
bullshit.
Did I choose Bring on the Bad Guys?
Somebody in the
so.
chat did as well.
Oh, maybe
if
somebody
you
in
did.
the chat. I was like, I already thought I said everything I had to say about it.
No,
Yeah.
we let the chat talk here on TAQ. Okay. Yeah, that looks like.
That's the 1 in 50. Oh,
That one's a 1 in something.
Yeah, no, that's there is. Yeah, the version of this is.
Yeah.
So that's Sorrows. That's just the regular Sorrow one. Like she's gonna be on every one of these. Let's see what their B cover is. Okay. C, D. Okay. Like not bad.
Yeah,
but,
that's
like,
cool. And this is obviously Todd not doing his thing. So, you know.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what this week was. A lot of people doing.
So,
See,
wait a second,
I don't
what are we
know.
talking about? Which,
So that's gonna be the
what,
second print.
what
I like.
Raza put out? Did Raza do the Sister Sorrow?
Hold on. This is exactly what I said. Get rid of the trade dress. Look at how good
Yes.
that
And
is.
what's that? 1 in 200 or something?
It's a 1 in 25 second print.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, what did they say? This is
No,
Derek.
Four Deadly Venom says, "How do you guys not like Raza?" And I'm like, "What book did he do that I missed?"
no,
Yeah, what book
Raza
did
didn't do
Raza-
any of these covers.
Yeah, what is he saying?
Yeah, like Raza. Like I like Raza. Let's go
Maybe
see. what Raza did.
maybe he's talking about a different book.
Maybe a different book. Yeah.
There wasn't much else out there this week, I don't think. The Grimm stuff was actually pretty good. I actually like this. At one point, I was thinking about putting this in, but then I
that's
figured out it's
why.
part. Huh?
It's because it's a Star Wars cover.
Oh, the Raza cover.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, is that
Oh,
why?
hold on.
Yeah,
Dude.
Star Wars is gonna fly very low under my radar, unfortunately. Jedi Knights, he says.
Yeah. I'm going to it. Where did I see it? I saw it already once. Where the hell did I see it?
Oh, he
It's
did
up
the
here in
A cover.
I mean, it's not popping out while I'm flicking through this, so there it is. Yeah, that's the cover he did.
Yeah, I mean it's good.
Okay.
It's I wouldn't rank it super high. It's very well done, but again, it's just there's nothing. Star Wars has to work extra hard to like catch my attention these days.
I actually love this cover. This is the cover I picked up because it's so fucking creepy. It does not look anything like him. It's fucking terrible. Dude, you never pick up covers sometimes because they're terrible.
No, it's gotta be a special kind of terrible. Like, oh my god, this dude's dying. I better get this. Like, it's got to be that level of terrible.
I don't know. I actually like this cover. I thought this was for Star Wars. I thought this was actually pretty good.
But I will tell you what, if it's an awful cover and I find it in the dollar bin, but like I can just make a big old joke about it, then that's great.
All right, we'll get off of this in a second. There's the 1 in 20. I didn't think that was as good. And then she had the two sisters. Yeah. All right, cool.
Well, this too, by the way. I love that she's doing the power reading on one, and over here, like, he's the recipient.
Yeah. So that's cool. But I didn't put that one in either. All right, cool. That is what we got for those then. Yes. I think we're good with that. Trying to get through that fast because we don't want to spend 8 hours on it. Do we have, what are we going into next? Is it Take It or Leave It? What's our other two?
Take It or Leave
FOC.
It or FOC. I'm ready with Take It or Leave It.
FOC. Do FOC. Nobody said hip hop, so we're going FOC.
All right. So hold on a second.
Oh, wait. Hold on. He said the Frizen. We got one more request. The Frizen. We can do it.
Oh, Frizen. There's a Frizen out there.
We can do it. I actually thought the Grin was pretty good this week. Obviously, we put the Pinosian in it. I thought Sirens was pretty good. So, but where is? Oh my gosh! Did you see this nonsense? I'm surprised this. You ought to talk about goonery, guys. Here you go. This is what they're doing for you, guys. Right here, all types of goonery. I don't even know what that's covering up.
Yeah.
But whatever it is.
I was gonna say, by the way, if they want to talk about goonery, Cedric Polat's work, woo! My goodness.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Beautiful cover. It was a great A. It almost made it. That did not almost make anything. That did. Garbage still. Looks good. All right, cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, cool. Let's get out of that. Done. Not going to bring it back. Yeah, that was grand goonery.
You want to move into FOC?
That's plain ugly, dude. Not real ugly. Yeah, let's move into FOC. Let's do FOC. FOC versus, I think I've got a new thing for it, don't I?
I think... Wow.
Nice.
FOC Face Off. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's called Face Off, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with the title.
Well, we need that little Blades of Steel.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
All right.
These are the J. Scott Campbell. Go ahead.
I was gonna try to do a whole J. Scott Candle face off because on the FOC this week there's a ton of fucking J. Scott Candle books, but there wasn't enough and it kind of got boring. So I decided to do what I figured was going to be his two top goonery books going after each other. Both are 1 in 100s. I can't even remember what these fucking books are for, but who cares? You're not buying it for the inside. You're buying it for the outside. The 1 in 100 Spider-Man and the 1 in 100 Black Cat, number 1. Which one do you think wins there, Clifford?
I'm going with Mary Jane.
Really?
Yeah, Mary Jane. It's like full body. We're capturing the girl next door. We're bringing Daisy Dukes. You know, there's like a vibe here. You know, yeah, there's a vibe. There's a very chill. You know, we're gonna go do the car wash this afternoon, Peter. You know,
these are 1 in 100s, not exclusives. But yeah. Oh, okay. Venom says I don't think. Wow. I actually like it. I like the Black Cat. I'm on Black Cat's side. I think Black Cat wins this one, but fair enough. To each their own.
Yeah, I also vote for the Mary Jane.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Her face. I don't know. I can't do it. All right, cool. What's next? It's a lot of Mary Jane love. I mean, you get it.
All right, next one is Magic versus Black Cat. Black Cat Spider Woman?
No, yeah. It's Black. Yeah, it's Black Cat and Spider Woman. Also, so if we're gonna talk non-goonery, like not completely cleavage and ass shots, I decided to go with J. Scott versus God. Who's the guy that does it on the left? I can't remember what his name is, but he does all the mid. Yeah. There you go. And put Magic against it. I think Magic.
Derek Chew on the right.
Yeah, it's Derek Chew on the
Chew. Yeah.
Black Cat is Derek Chew. Who did Magic?
Who is?
It was J. Scott.
Is it really?
Not the Magic on the right.
No, that's Derek Chew on the right.
Oh, is it Chew on the right? I don't know. Somebody tell us who did Magic.
Are you sure that is Derek Chew? Let me zoom in. I gotta see.
No. Let me pull up my FOC list, guys.
It's Derek Chew. I'm telling you.
Okay, that's Derek Chew. So the guy on the left is who now?
Hold on, let me see. I sent in all the lists for him, and he did not click on it. Let me pull it up real quickly. I'll see who it is. We got. Hey, make a note, Dub, to label these.
Yep.
Because we do these like early in the week. Hold on, I'll pull it up in a second. Oh yeah. Oh, that is ugly.
I see it.
It's Talavera.
Oh, Talavera.
Right. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. I'll give it to Yvonne this time. Yvonne.
Yeah, Talavera. I like the Talavera. Did he go with What's Worse next?
Let's see.
What? The chat covers the comic?
Yeah, like when he's watching it on his TV.
On the TV, the chat covers stuff. Yeah, it's a problem.
How do we get rid of that?
We don't. It's a YouTube thing.
It's just automatic. If you have a TV and the YouTube app is in the part of the TV, it's gonna happen. If you do the YouTube app through like Roku or something, it doesn't happen.
Okay. So this is worse off. I want to do a worse off real quickly. Would you like to know who did it? So that's Lee on
the right.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, and Ji Hyung Lee on the left.
Yeah. Would you say Peach on the right?
Yeah, Peach is on the right.
Peach on the right. Yep. Lee on the left. Which is the worst? You
know
what's funny? When I first
started
looking at the right, though, I didn't think it was one eye. I thought it was like she kind of drew, like the ear was kind of like, I was looking at the earring as an eye, and I wasn't really. You remember when you were a kid and you looked at that one picture and it's an old woman and it's a young woman? You know what I'm saying?
One's a neckline and one's a necklace.
Yeah. That's what the Black Cat, that's what the Momoko reminds me of. And I was just like, ugh. So, I don't know, man. Both are pretty trashy. Right is better.
Oh, I still pick the Momoko, though.
Yeah, Momoko's better.
It's like one on the left, they drew the picture and then they like turned
our faces to the right side?
Like made it fuzzy.
What if we do this? Ed, what if we do that? Ed, what if we do that? I can't move our faces to the right side. I'd have to add a whole new bleeping thing just for Ed.
Well, let's see what we can do about that. We'll look into it.
Or what if we did this? Ed, 1, 2.
It's the right side. That's the problem.
Okay.
So he needs the chat goes up on the right.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Jubilee. Yeah, I didn't label these.
Oh, that's all right. I got this. I got it, dude. I got it all.
Cool.
So our gem is the Jubilee, and Zerdy is the Zerdy's the other one. It's tough.
I mean, I actually love both artists. I don't particularly hate these covers.
Yeah. It's the long abs versus the long abs look, though. I don't know which one. It's not. This isn't worse versus worse. This is going back to like, what do you think of the two? Which one do you got?
Well, I'm here for Gold Beetle. I like Gold Beetle.
Zerdy. I actually like the Zerdy better too.
Me too. Yeah, Jubilee doesn't fit with I never know Jubilee to be so fit.
You mean the 15 pack?
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't think she's tall enough to have a 15 pack, but that's okay. All right. Oh, we got an Archem vote though.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Tough.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. All right.
Skull covers.
Yeah, so I decided to do this is gonna be a new series that's coming. Or no, this is number 3 for Chamberlain's. But it's Todd Skull Boland of Skulls and Snakes variant versus the Todd Skull holofoil flip variant.
Yeah, I mean that foil's gonna win this. Damn, like everything's happening over there.
It's the one on the right is the foil.
Yeah, the one on the right.
Yeah.
The city, the snake,
and
the
it's a
skull.
flip. There's a second part that we're not seeing of it. On the other side is a skull that's shooting out like a walkway from like Tron. So
that
but I like
right
both.
The Punch Comics homage, right?
Yes.
Punch 12.
Mm-hmm. No,
and one of the what?
It's not Punch 12.
Not 12.
No.
But the skull cover with the people going in and out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the one on the left is kind of a homage too, but from a different point of view. Isn't it maybe I can't remember the title.
Left
with the red dress. Yeah, I like the one on the left as well, but that foil would be the.
Yeah, I wish I could show you the other side. I'm not feeling like pulling this shit up for you guys, unfortunately. But it's all right. Check it out on FOC this week. It's a cool flip. I don't know what's the price on that. Hold on, let me pull up the price real quickly, if I can. Damn, I didn't link it. Son of a bitch. I need to just fast link this stuff so I can pull up the price next time. Hey, look, it's our third week of doing this. We've changed the FOC around, and I think we're settled on this one real quickly on how we're doing it. You guys seem to like it, so just let us work with some of the kinks out of it.
All right, so we have was Absolute Batman versus Ultimate Wolverine.
Yeah, and it's a foil. The Batman's a foil.
No, Batman Long Halloween. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, but Batman's a foil. Just so you know. And
this is rough.
It's a stealth. How do you say the guy's name? Stealthfreeze?
Brian Stealthreeze. Yes, I met him at HeroesCon.
Oh, very nice. Good to know. Ooh, can we do comments whenever he says that? Look, this is fanboy versus fanboy. I think if you're a Wolverine fanboy, you're going to say Wolverine. I think if you're a Batman fanboy, you're going to say Batman on this one.
Well, as I am not a fan of either of them, I'm really going for which one is genuinely more eye-catching to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the foil Batman Halloween feel is doing it for me.
I hate to say it, but yeah, he's right. Cliff's right. He got it right on that one. I'm glad you guys are digging this, man. Cool. It took a while to figure out. We've been working on this for like 4 to 5 months to try to figure out how to make this work. So I appreciate all the nice right, Dub? It's been in the plans for a while.
I don't know. I you know how I feel about Wolverine, especially Ultimate X people, but I think I like the Wolverine cover better. Something about Batman's face looks like a pumpkin.
Oh,
his face looks weird.
But I like foil. I think.
Yeah, but the foil, I get. I think
if they did red foil, if they made the claws foil, so it was like a silver and red foil on there, 100% Wolverine. I don't know both. Oh, Wolverine's winning in the chat though. Wolverine's winning in the chat.
I guess I don't blame them. But I'm not crazy about either cover, to be honest.
Yeah. All right.
Fair.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
All right, let's move on to the next one. And now we have
Goonery. We have Goonery. Goon versus Goon. I made a mention already. Who the hell's buying these comics? Greta, Naked Aggression. Is this number 3 or is this number 2? I'll look. Does it matter?
number 2.
It doesn't matter. It's the Polyvag variant. Don't be embarrassed if you're buying this at a store. Yeah, we could call this Dollar Bin. Yes. But I actually like the other version. I do. Yeah, meh. Okay, cool. We got meh. We got meh Goonery. I guess I'm not good at picking out Gooner covers, so but there we go. That's what we got for those two. Is our answer man this? We're not going for either one. I'm going for the left either way.
Yeah, see the problem if you choose the Gooner cover that has, like the top of it, then it doesn't work for the Gooner purposes. Like you're kind of defeating the purpose.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Right. That's what
yeah.
All right, and that
yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. No, we cannot see what's behind the art. No. Oh, Pete didn't add one. Pete was supposed to add a surprise one. He didn't. So
the last minute adding to it.
Yeah, you don't. You never know what you'll get behind the heart. Okay. All right. That is that. So are we going into take it or leave it? Hey, thank you very much for all the compliments on that segment. It sometimes we make it look easy, but there was a couple you didn't want to see some of the preliminaries we were throwing through for this segment. It did not look good. So but Dub, if we could. Oh, he's doing retro first? I assume there's going to be something in news later. So for retro review, big surprise, re-reviewed. Speaking of Cliff, asking us if we like adventure comics.
Look at that.
Hey!
Yeah.
Listen, it's Shooter's first work. May he rest in peace. He introduced 4 Legion characters that are great.
No. Let's not besmudge the man, but let's not say Furo Star or Furo whatever kid was.
Furo Lad sacrifices himself and dies to save everyone.
He's a budget fucking Iron Man /
Colossus. Okay? Like he turns his body into metal like Colossus.
He looks like Iron Man, but
if you're gonna shit on them, know who they actually are.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, I will say that this book, reading it, look, I've said that this is a pick for a while. I said it's a great book to get. It's got the first appearance of the Karate Kid in it, which is absolutely absurd in this. It does make sense that a 14-year-old helped draw and create some of the storyline. And when you know that, it's not as bad of a book.
Did you read both issues?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm due. Like, read Legion Adventure Comics prior to this. This shit is fire. By comparison.
Oh, yeah. You're comparing. Yes. I will say, though, I mean, there were some very entertaining parts in this, but, like, looking it through, if you look through at the telescope of, like, sometimes you think, like, oh, they were targeting this stuff towards, like, when you read Silver Age, some of the books you can tell that they're targeting towards teenagers to adults, right? But then there's books that you clearly see are targeted towards children. And this is one that you see is targeted towards children. But then it comes out that, like, oh, well, maybe that's because part of it was written by a child, a 14-year-old.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing. This story is actually less childish than the adult men who are writing it. The fact that they have 4 new members and one of them is actually a spy and is framing Karate Kid, Like, I thought it was really well done. Also, Marco, if I recall, you loved the death of Karate Kid, and I don't know if you read the second half where Projectile gets her revenge by killing Nemesis.
I did.
Story full circle.
I believe you didn't hear me, Cliff, when I just said 2 minutes ago, rewind the tape. The best part of this is the story of Karate Kid. As you know, I've commented on that in the past. Did you miss that part?
I did.
Missed that part. Okay.
I did.
Well, just to be careful. Yeah. Well, I mean, there is some good parts in it. There is some little back and forth that's good, but it is Jim Shooter's first work at 14. And, like not just this, but I think the good memories, because I had Larry Houston in my booth digging through, telling stories about Shooter. The last time I talked to Shooter, he was talking about Jim Shooter, and he was bringing up this, and he was digging through this bin. I wasn't letting anybody look at it, and it was all early Shooter work on Legion. And he was just grinding and telling the stories. And like when you get some of these comic artists who are fans of other guys who've been in the industry for that long, it's really cool. That's the W. Remember, that's the one where I was like, "Hey, what's your favorite X-Men?"
Yeah, you were set up behind me.
Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I love Larry Houston." And Larry Houston's digging through one of this box behind there, and he takes me to the side. He goes, "Who's this guy randomly digging through your box?" I go, "It's Larry Houston, buddy.
That's
like
Larry Houston.
That's your favorite, yeah." But no, so like, it's really cool, and I know that sometimes we can talk about it later in news, but this book was good with Karate Kid. It is under the retrospect of taking it that 14-year-old used it. You see that and you're going, but it was done well, right? It was done well. So some of the corniness that you can get out of there, you can take it and say, okay, cool. I understand why. I don't know. I liked it. Thumbs up for me. It's not 100 years old.
No,
yeah.
It was Shooter Savant. Yeah, 100 years ago.
Not 100 years ago.
No, and the 100 years is the exaggeration.
No, I mean but he was Valiant. People forget that. It wasn't 100 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, I don't know if Valiant is all of his best work,
Yeah, I wouldn't call Valiant his best work either.
No, I know, but no, I don't think you guys understand the time and what Valiant was. I know you guys are new to comics, but like, I don't think you understand at the time.
You did not just say I'm new to comics.
I don't think you understand the time, the impact of Valiant, right? They went from something that the only properties they had were the Nintendo properties. And he came out with a whole line of superheroes and gimmicks that to this day, people are still using. We just mentioned 16 foil covers. Go see Jimmy Shooter. So don't say 100 years ago, because they're still doing the same bullshit he was doing. Okay, that he introduced.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm just yelling in general. Cliff got me heated now. He's got me heated. All right, thumbs up.
Well, because you called Cliff new to comics. That's a bunch of crap.
Exactly. Like, what the hell is that?
That's inappropriate.
You know?
I'm not pushing, but okay, we'll talk about it during the Shooter part. That assumes in news. We'll move on.
I'm just like,
right,
how dare you? I was like, look what I'm sitting with as we speak.
Well,
I'm confused.
Wait, that's actually hurting what we're saying. Wait, no, he's not supposed to put Resurrection Man.
I know. This is the wrong.
He put in the wrong book. Go past this. Go past this.
We're gonna move along. There was lots of things going on before this happened. All right,
we do need more COVID.
I do make
this one. Right?
I'm not saying it. Yes. So Meyer picked out in the beginning of the chat this week. He's like, "Hey, you guys should have read Immortal Thor." But last week when we asked him, he said, "Why don't you read a good book like Resurrection Man?" So we did. Dub, do you have any comments on this?
I don't have any.
It was just a recap. I mean, it was okay, but like once again, it just. Did you read this week, Cliff, or no? We didn't give you the list.
I happen to have read it.
What did you think of it?
I like it, and like, but what do you mean, like, by like a recap?
I mean, it gave a little bit of a recap of the character. It told you kind of what the character was. It told you a background for like 10 pages. Like, I get that, but it's a good way to introduce the character to a new audience. I think.
Yeah, but like in the first issue, we're 4 issues in.
Yeah, I get it, but they did it in this issue again at the beginning. Did you read it?
Okay, you're right. I kind of overlooked it, but I didn't feel like it was enough to dislodge me.
Okay, well, see what you kind of talked over the point, but like I think DC does a good job of doing that in their first issues when they bring it back. What I'm saying is we didn't need 10 pages of that in this book. Like we didn't need the recap in this book. We didn't need it. I
mean, unless
the art
doing it. Like they're trying to drop some clues for us,
maybe
in that recap. Like, I trust Ron V to pull some crap like that.
Okay, here's the second part. Here is one of the problems that I did have with it, because I didn't have that big of a problem with it. I thought it was an okay book. But the art progressively, as the story went on, they just gave the fuck up.
That may be true.
So, I mean, that's if you're at the beginning, you're not going to give me a go-to story, and then the back half, you're going to give me like a half-ass like die off. Like, I don't know, but I'm kind of not like, I don't know.
I mean, I do wonder what happens to art teams every so often.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, you do have some value. I'm enjoying the story overall, but you do have a couple. You have one solid critique on that issue with the art, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt on the recap.
I'm still gonna give it a crooked thumbs up, though. I'm still gonna give it a crooked thumbs up.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up because I like the series.
Okay, yeah, because I haven't read the whole series, but I was a little bit.
So if you haven't read the whole series, then the recap was probably really good for you.
Well, no, I know the story of Resurrection. This isn't the first fucking story.
Oh, not that kind of recap.
Yeah. No, it did give a recap. No, it did. No, it gave a recap of the fucking character, like you never heard the character before.
Which, let's be honest, there's a lot of people who might be picking this up for the first time.
Cliff, I agree, but they're usually not picking up at number fucking 4. All right, next up.
I get it. But remember one thing Jim Shooter used to say: every comic is somebody's first comic.
Fair enough. I'm going to give it a thumbs up anyways because it's Days of Future Past and it's got Rachel Summers in it, and it gives Rachel Summer story, and no matter what, it gets a thumbs up for me. And actually, I'll tell you this: I was worried because I thought it was going to be fudging horrible, and it wasn't. It wasn't horrible. It was not. It was they actually were pretty decent. Some of the art was like Extreme X-Men 1997-ish, which was a little weird, but overall, and they did that, by the way, in another one of the X-Men books this week too. They brought Cyclops early 2000 Cyclops in here, where he was doing the short goggle glasses and the whatever. But either way, this book actually was pretty good. They added some new stuff to it. The nanotype, it's an interesting take. I think this is okay. Like, I think it's okay to do these type of books where we're adding a little bit to the storylines every once in a while. For those people that forget, they did the same thing with the Messenger when they did the Gambit thing a while ago. They never finished that off, which I wish they would have. Rachel as a hound, like, see Ahab come in there. Like, what Ahab, by the way, Ahab looking the way Ahab does in the beginning is so cool. Like, I just thought it was really cool. Yeah, thumbs up for me. Yes, absolutely.
Cliff,
no,
what do you got on this?
Go ahead. What do you got, Cliff?
I'm surprisingly giving it a thumbs up as well.
Wow, look at that.
Wow. I was really expecting. I was like going in with like,
yeah,
the bar was on the floor, and I'm like, oh hey, I like what happened.
This is my horror. So I love AOA and I love Days of Future Past. Like those are probably some of my favorite. There's a couple other storylines I love with X-Men, but those are probably some of my favorite. So every time they do something like this, like there was an AOA series in 2008, I want to say, and it was disappointing. Very disappointing.
No, because like, what were they even doing? They're like, oh, look, this universe still lives. And
yeah, but they didn't give it.
They were done. They were like, oh, you know what? We need to kidnap Nightcrawler from there.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing more story like this, how they did this with Rachel Summers. I wouldn't mind seeing more of that, where you get little spots. Give us some more Sugar Man. Give us something like that. I don't mind that part of AOA. I don't mind seeing some of the AOA stuff that they do every once in a while. Dub, get the fuck out of here.
It would have been a full thumbs down, but Chris Claremont was involved, so he saved it from the full thumbs down.
I hate you. I so hate you. I hate you.
Anyways,
I thought it was
you are brutal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nobody needs any more summer stories. Nobody in the whole world needs more summer stories. We can tell there's so many.
He's coming. He's coming.
Clutch those pearls,
you see him?
Because he's
clutching his heart. He's coming for you. What was it, Martha or whoever? He's coming.
We just don't need it. Are you calling for Martha?
How?
Pause.
Dare you? The Summers are the heart of the X-Men family.
Who's your favorite Summers?
Oh.
Well, I have a three-way split. Scott, Jean, and Wolverine. They're my favorite Summers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
Who's your
love
favorite
Cliff.
Summers, Marco?
Cliff, no.
No, I am
No,
correct.
the favorite Summers are Rachel, they are Gabriel, and they are the dad.
Oh, please, Gabriel and the absentee father. No, did you see Jean break off of Spark of the Phoenix Force to come protect her girl? She's like, because she's still my
That's
daughter.
the worst fucking part is Jean Grey.
Oh, that
Jean
was
Grey.
the part. Oh yeah, how
Jean
dare.
Grey and Cyclops could just look at each other in the eyes and burn the fuck out of each other, so we don't have to see them. And while they're at it, take Havoc and shove them up both their asses and blow them to the moon. Probably the worst threesome ever in comics.
I can't believe that you love you're gonna profess your love for Rachel, but that's it. Everything else is baby out with the bathwater.
No, I like. I love Starjammers.
Whatever you
Malcolm, let's go.
Poor dad.
Let's go.
Is he living the life that you secretly
hangs
want?
around with a chode just like me? I got a couple chodes here. It's all right. We do that. It's cool.
Anyhow, next book, please.
Gus says you're the hottest thing in comics, by the way.
Thank you, Gus. Thank you.
Captain America by Chip Zdarsky, Valerio Schiti, and Frank Martin.
Chip Zdarsky has made Daredevil at one point very readable.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Zdarsky has almost made Captain America fucking readable, but that ain't even gonna do it, dude. No, I'm sorry. I was gonna try to be nice about this book, but I refuse. It was boring as shit. It's boring as shit. I don't care. I just don't care.
I know, but I think it's because you just don't care about Cap in general. It's like me It's like me trying to read Hush 2, where everything just makes me vomit. You know.
You should buy the Daredevil one. Daredevil's good. I will tell you this. I'm kind of shitting on it. Cap is Cap back. It's the original Rogers. Yes, they redid the Rogers thing, which for the 800th time. I will give Meyer, I will give you this, and I will not give it a full thumbs down. And I'll give Chip this. If anybody could do it, he could. I'm going to actually give this one almost a quarter thumbs up. I'm above a quarter thumbs down because I actually want to see if he can pull it off. This wasn't a terrible book. It was quite boring, but it wasn't a terrible book. And I think it's because Chip made it not completely obnoxiously boring, but it was close. So if he can do something in the second book that pulls it off, I'd be surprised, but I'd like it. But I think it's just like Alex Ross at this point. Like, we know what you're doing here. Like this, and this is paint clip. If you said Alex Ross, if you called AI, go give me an Alex Ross Captain American cover, this is what they'd show you. And if you said give me a Captain America Zdarsky book, this is the book that AI would give you. It's cut and paste. There's nothing great in it. So I'll give it a crooked.
A crooked thumbs up or down?
Yeah, I'll give it a crooked thumbs up.
Oh.
Well, I had a gay old time with the Bicentennial cover. I thought there were some excellent action sequences and some really tender moments with him and other Marvel characters. I'm giving it the thumbs up.
Full thumbs up. Wait, this is not an Alex Ross cover, is it?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It just looks Alex Ross inspired.
That's right, guys. Yeah.
So this art reminded me of it's Valerio, so I'm familiar with his work.
Right. It's either gonna be that
but he also reminds me like of Mark Aspinall style art when like the interiors are like really clean or minimalist. But I liked it, and I don't love Captain America either. Like I usually wouldn't read a Cap book, but this was readable and kind of spy-ish, like Winter Soldier-ish. It gave me some of those kind of vibes, so I definitely gave it a crooked thumbs up as well. So
like I'm saying, I mean, here's the perfect now. Sarah's got it. Give it a thumbs up, but I hope it's Daredevil, but it could be Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be.
I didn't put these on. I guess we're supposed to put the Take It on there.
No, whatever. We got it. Take it. So buy this one too.
Take it. All right.
Take it.
Well, next one is
fair enough.
The Sisterhood book.
I love everything Ghost Machine. except for Rocketeer and this book.
Huh.
I thought it was okay. I have a crooked thumbs down on it. I really don't want to pick up the next book after this. I just am like, okay.
Wow. Thumbs down.
It sucks. And it's not because the art was good. The story was okay. And I'm not saying people might not enjoy this, but I think that this I think the problem with this book is that it didn't get to where it needed to be by the end of book 1, right? I think like if it went a little further and we got to see a little bit more, I think it would have been a selling point. I think there's like 5 pages too much that they could have removed out of crappy story that we didn't need. And I'm not trying not to spoil the book, so I'm not going to tell you what part, but let's just say somebody's mom, that whole portion, I think we could remove that. Or crying. We could remove some of that. We don't need 6 pages of one character fucking crying. We get it. We need 2 panels of that. We don't need fucking 2 pages. So like, I think that's where it lost me. Now, of course, I'm going to give the second book a look. But if somebody's introduction is to Ghost Machine, they ain't getting this book, dude. I'm not recommending this thing. I'll tell you that right now. So
no, this is too off. This is too off the cuff. But I feel this is unfair because I haven't read it yet. So
I love Hyde Street. I love Hyde Street, dude. There's no way, bro. But teach their own. Yeah, I like to hear what you say after you read it, Cliff. But it takes a lot for me. I usually give Ghost Machine the benefit of the doubt, but this is the one that I'm like.
I was gonna say the one I could not stick with was Hornsby and Halo.
Hornsby and Halo. I don't read that crap either.
I'm like okay, like. Okay for the premise, and then I'm like, all right, like I don't know how you fit in all this. Like
Hornsby and Halo, though, I get who it's for. It just ain't for me. So I'll let that one slide.
But the thing is like they all coincide in this world, and they all like have a unique contributing factor to this world's lore. Right? Whether it's the past, the present, the future, and sometimes, like the Rockefellers, a little bit of everything.
Well, right? Kind of. Rook doesn't. Well, you got to remember, Geiger and Rook are in this too. So it's like
right, but that's what I'm saying. The past and the future.
Oh, okay.
Right. So like all of them are contributing to lore, and we're learning lore from different perspectives, which is great. You know. So, but that's all I can say about like. What I have been enjoying. So, and I don't know. It might be a fair point that if
it's John, coming back, Rook's coming back.
Yeah, Rook is coming back. If John isn't point person on this, it may not work.
Like I said, there's like it needs to be. You need to remove 8 pages and increase 2 pages, if you know what I mean. So we need 2 pages after the ending and 8 pages out of the top. That's it. Once again, not for me. I would not recommend this as the Ghost Machine books, but that's okay. Fair enough. All right. So this is a pass. Dub, unless you got anything to add.
I don't. I didn't get to this one. Or this one. Oh my
God. I cannot believe I read this shit.
You wanted to read this.
No, I thought it was funny. So for Charlemagne the guy, do we need to explain who that is?
Hey, I know the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And listen, he's got the money. If he wants to live out his dream, I want to live out my dream, and I want to write a comic. So I'm not going to hate on the man for it.
Well, he didn't actually write the comic. He just like sponsored the comic, actually, kind of, and maybe gave the overall arcing idea to it. And
I hope he wrote the plot of what he wanted at least.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's surprisingly not bad. Now, I don't know why there's a butt-ass naked girl on the 3rd page. I still don't understand. I mean, I know the girl died, but like, we really had to have a full spread goonery on that? Okay. But like, I'm not mad that I bought the book.
Okay.
But if I this is like one that you put in your pile and you're like, I guess I'll check out the second book. And then when you go pick up the books that week, it gets to the bottom of your pile. And then you forget about it for a week or two. And then you forget about it for 3 weeks. And then you've had it on your pull and you're already at title 5. And you're like, shoot, I haven't read this. I should probably catch up. And that's when you're going to get the feel for this. So I will put a crooked thumbs up on this book because it really wasn't bad. But I just don't know. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So that's what he's going to do. He's just going to do hip hop covers on all of them. Okay. I just don't know. If the story doesn't pick up by book number 2, it's a drop. I don't care what the hell the covers are because we've seen most of these covers anyways. And if it's just the hip hop covers already that Marvel's done and he's just redoing, like, okay, we've already had those. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, and those are expensive. So
well, we'll see about that.
I mean, it is a marketing tactic.
Yeah, it's one way to sell the book. No,
yeah, actually, I'll tell you though, Venom, inside it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. So,
and not to mention, who are we to snub our noses at somebody who wants to do homages when there's so many damn homages?
Yeah, especially like Charlemagne the God. It runs he runs a hip hop station. I mean, he's for a long time New York. He has had the hip hop morning show out there, right? I mean, competing with
one
Power,
of the biggest ones, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nationally syndicate. We get that in Detroit. We get Charlemagne here in the morning. So, like, I mean, he's taken over national syndication. So you can't be mad about that. He just needs to treat Wendy Williams a little bit better. Shout out Wendy Williams. All right. Well, that's it. Let's go to next week. All right. So since we talked about hip hop covers, we've got a very special UDR for you. Shoot, I didn't change the slide. It's not really a UDR. It's a look back. Hip hop covers. Where are they now? Since we we just mentioned it. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. DMX, R.I.P. Bud. Saw him one time. Funny thing, Dub. They plowed the Phoenix Center. Did you ever go to the Phoenix Center?
I did.
So the Phoenix Center is literally a concrete parking lot, and they used to have
concerts on the
roof of a parking lot, and like DMX was there one time. I saw it, and it was always like concerts that shouldn't be there, like because it got really rowdy. Like
I want to say like a Warp Tour was there.
Yeah,
like
he was.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I just drove by today. It's plowed. The whole Phoenix, the part where they had is plowed. All new Wolverine #1, the Grant hip hop variant. Dang, I really don't like this. I don't like this for some reason.
Wait, is it a Kieran Grant?
Yeah,
because he did the cover for the new one.
You're gonna see a lot of things that you're gonna see a lot of artists that you know.
No, but I mean, like, he did the same cover then, like the same guy.
Same cover, yeah, same guy.
Charlemagne the God book.
Yeah, same guy.
Okay,
so he might be doing all the same hip hop covers with the same artists, which is interesting because there's some interesting artists that did some of these hip hop covers. All right, here we go. Raws are currently selling for $75 to $90. 9/8 are going for $225, $175, $200. This is actually up a little bit. This book has never been the most extremely popular hip hop cover. Highs probably around the $250, but this is struggled in the get off as most get pause. When it first was released, most 9/8 were selling for any of these hip hop covers around $65 or $69. Most of them were under $100. They had all-time lows probably in 2003. But after that, some of them have started to make a rise back up. Oh, counting out how many we have. Good. I have this one too. This is off of Wolverine. This one was, I think, was this 16? If it was 16, this is off the first run. It definitely was off the first run. All right, next up, I've got this one. I've got a couple copies of this one. This is Spider-Man #1. Who made it? Who did this one? Dub?
Adi Granov did this one.
Anybody ever heard of that guy before? Yeah, so he did this cover.
Yeah.
This is a homage to 2 covers, actually. This is homage to Illmatic. For those people that didn't know, that's Nas who did Illmatic, his first CD. But he actually homaged a jazz band, much like he did in a bunch of his other music and stuff too, like Godson and stuff like that. A Child is Born, because his dad was a jazz museum. He listened to a lot of jazz growing up. Not that I need to give you a background on Nas. because wasn't his dad like in a band? I believe so. Anyways, that's where he homaged his cover from, and then this was homage. So this is a triple homage, double homage.
Double.
Double homage. Here we go. Also 2016. This is probably one of the pricier books. It always kind of has been.
But
9/8. What?
It's good looking though. It's a good cover.
Yeah, it is a very good cover. Raw's still going on average for 120. The highs on those are 160. The lows are $80. Condition matters. You've seen a lot of these books. It's probably one of the most graded books too. Not that that you know anymore because CGC got rid of their census, but it's still one of the most.
They got rid of their census.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
They did.
9/8. What?
They changed it.
Well, I know you're new to comics, but yeah, they changed it around.
I will punch you through the internet. Okay. Jesus.
9/8. Last 3 9/8 sales, 175, 300.
Explain to me how they changed it. Let me hear it from a human.
I can't do it right now. It's in the news.
I didn't ask you. I asked below.
It's not in the news. I just know they changed it to like a population report.
Yeah, they changed it to a pop report. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what I didn't read all of it, but it's different. It's definitely.
I will tell you the height of this book was 525. That was the highest it ever sold for. It really sat in that 465 medium area for a little bit. But there you go. That's what it was. But it had dropped. It had dropped pretty far and came back. So we're doing a little bit decent here. We're hanging out. Raws are actually doing really well at the 120 marker, especially considering the last 9/8 sold for 175. So there you go. Here we go. Most Def, the new Danger, Silk #1, hip hop variant. I don't know why I didn't put who did this one. Whatever. 2015, right off the first run. Silk #1. Now, here's a very interesting thing. It says was 225, but that was actually only one book. For some reason, somebody popped off and maybe it got into a bidding war and they went 225. But I will tell you, the 150s is typically where this book was selling for. It took a dive to $75. Now, it took a further dive down to $50 for a while. It was at the $50 range for multiple sales there. Came back up to 150. Now it's back down to 75. Raw is going, it was only one Raw sale, $35. Yes, Cliff, do you have any questions?
Wu Dai Shim is the name of.
Thank you, Wu Dai Shim. It's cool.
I love this cover. I love that.
I do too. I think they did a great job.
Most Def is great.
Oh, here's a little story I got to tell. So we've got Slick Rick the Ruler. He is homaged here in Spider-Gwen #1. Also, this is a 15. Was it a 15 or 16? 15, I believe. High low, highs $200, lows $51. You can see the low sale was there's back-to-back like $51 sales or $50, 51. Then it went up to 75. The last sale was 150, so it's making a little bit of a climb. Raw's right now $3 to $10, so get your good copies of it while you can. The high was 200, the low was 51, so we saw the low in this. Obviously, people stop grading when you get those low numbers, but every once in a while you'll see a comeback and a come up, and it looks like this one might be making a little bit of a come up again. I don't know. Is Spider-Gwen a popular character, Cliff?
She's popular enough.
Is Rick the Ruler popular?
I don't know. This cover is not really it.
What are you talking about? It's a takeoff of it's.
No, I
Rick the
get
Ruler.
it. I don't feel like it's working here for Spider-Gwen.
I do.
Listen, I can't be alone in these thoughts when it's going for $3.
I get it. All right, next up we get the Black Album. Jay-Z. Do you like this?
Yo, everything here is great. It's beautiful, fabulous homage. It's a still freeze cover. I mean, like, yes to everything.
It's still freeze. It's the Black Album. Yeah, it's okay. Black Panther #1. There's actually the Black Panther the Firm cover. We might cover that next week. A Black Panther #1, 9/8, 195, high low 250, low 71. Hey, everybody says all the books are falling. This book is actually making the back rise. It's getting back close to that 200. It's been flirting with 200 on and off for a little bit now. Raw averaging $40. So Cliff isn't the only one that actually likes this cover. Apparently, he was right. People don't like the Spider-Gwen cover, and they actually enjoy this cover. Scotty Young cover. Scotty Young did a hip hop cover. This is the only artist that I'm not familiar with. His name's Vince Staples. I don't know a Vince Staples song. All the rest of them, I know something or a lot of them, especially considering a lot of those are of my ear. Vince Staple is not one that I'm quite aware of, but he made this album. I actually had to look it up what this was an homage of because I didn't even know it was an homage to a cover. But it's Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, #1. What do we got here? We've got 9/8 going for 125, 150, and 91. So you see a creep up coming. Raw is averaging at $30. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. 6 is 6. Never heard of him either. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I've heard his name before. I just don't know who he is. So I don't think I've ever heard his music. Might not be for me. Next up, we've got, somebody's cooking. Only built for Cuban links. For all you Wu-Tang fans, if you're children, you're obviously a fan of this. Why, Cliff? No, why? If you're a child, why are you a fan of this? Because Wu-Tang's for the children, damn it. Totally Awesome Hulk #1.
Okay. I'm like, I can't, I'm not, my brain capacity.
9/8's going for $100. 87 was the sale before that. High was $200, kind of. There was only one random sale in the history of this at $200. This is more of a $125, $135 average book on it. So like we're kind of close to the high averages of the pandemic back on this book. Raw averaging $35. There you go. Just so you know.
I do like it though. I like the cover.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin got what I was saying. Oh, you do like the cover? Cool. Yeah, I like the cover too. I think they did a good job with Kevin, the chef. With Ghost.
Well, yeah, and by the way, the things that Wu-Tang has done for Canada, phenomenal.
For what?
Canada. Yeah, COVID was a very strange time.
What? I don't know.
Right, so
all I know is Wu-Tang's for the children. I was just trying to do an old dirty salute, Dirt Dog, Dirt McGurk. I was trying to represent. He's an NYC person. I figured, Cliff, because you're from New York, you would know that ODB came up at an award show at one time and said Wu-Tang for the children. That's it.
Cool. I am aware. I am also this is the end of a very long day for me.
Cool. Red Bull and cocaine goes a long way. All right. Astonishing Ant-Man #1. The Brooksy, Ready to Die. I mean, what are you gonna say? Good album. 10 Crack Commandments, stole it from Detroit, as a matter of fact. Here we go. The Astonishing Ant-Man #1. 9/8, $100. The high average was $165 at one point for this book. Raw averaging $10 to $30. I was surprised this is still going for this much because the book actually sucks.
And
the cover doesn't.
I feel like the $10 range is fair.
Great album. Yeah, great album. Great album. Book sucks. But the cover sticks its landing. Not strongly, but it sticks its landing. It sucks that it's Ant-Man. It is Biggie, though. You're right. It is Biggie. All right. But this is even better. This is why I'm glad that Pete is not here, because he'd embarrass us. And he would say this is, what does he say? This is a Holes homage. Whenever he sees this, he's like, it's an homage to something called Holes.
The movie?
I don't know. And I'm like, no, it's a straight out compliment.
Yeah, the movie Holes does have a scene like this.
Okay.
Ironically.
Anyways.
This
is the Hughes hip hop variant. Ask some people, and they might say it's not, but I
enjoy everything I hear. I enjoy everything on my screen right now.
Yeah, straight out. I like both. Straight out confident. Yes, I like both. I can't say most of the words I was going to say because of crazy something named Ice Cube, and I'm just not going to go. So here we go. A-Force 1. I had this, not a very popular book, A-Force. I bought all into A-Force, probably one of the worst decisions I've ever done, but I got a bunch of hip hop covers for it. So Raw's going for $15, looking good now. 9/8, 110, high average 150. Look, this is probably the book that has got the best gap, the best leg gap, if you might say, is in this book because high averages were only 150 and this book's still selling for 110. So there you go. Well, so some people say it might not be, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's still some, you know,
there's a hip and a boobie, a uniboob.
There's some booby action. There's a little bit of booby action still there.
Yep. All right. And then finally, Mama said knock you out. Dude, I love LL. I think LL's great. I will tell you that this is funny. So here's what's funny. I couldn't find it, but I swear to God, I had an LL Cool J maybe cassette that had the red print the same as whoever this artist is, whoever's Bradstreet. He did a great job because LL used to have that red art on one of his album covers. I couldn't find it, but I promise it is. I bet you the internet, if people spent time to look it up, they would find it. Either way, that's what's taken off. The Mama Said Knock You Out album. He also knocked out Cannabis in the first round. It wasn't even close. I don't care what anybody says. Don't ask for the mic on his arm. Book used to sell raw. Raws sell for either $9.50 or $35. There's only 2 copies. One sold for $9.50. The next one sold for $35. Can't tell you why. That's just how it is. Maybe the listing, maybe something else. 9/8 on this, averaging 150. Or if you send it to auction, do not send this book to auction because this book is averaging. I'm saying like 8 sales, averaging 150. Except for one sale, somebody put it to auction and it went for $51. So if you sell it for 160 OBO, like OBO 160 it, OBO 145, fixed price 150. That's what I'm telling you the book sells for. But then somebody decided to put it for auction and somebody got it for $51 in the middle of all that selling. Do not auction books like that. I mean, do because I like buying them, but like do not auction books. So dude. Oh yeah, he definitely knocked out Kool Moe Dee in that song, as a matter of fact. Okay. 10 out of 10. There you go.
So in searching for Mama Said Knock You Out, I find foreign editions have the red print, right? But I stumbled upon Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum Store has a red record, LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out Deluxe Edition.
The Deluxe Edition double red, man.
But the artwork is the Punisher comic book cover, and it's $60.
Wait, what?
The record, it's the record with the Punisher.
The red record, but the Punisher cover. I kid you, I just put in the private chat.
Also, you know, back in the day when you had like the Columbia House and the BMG, where you could get 12 records for a penny or whatever. Like that version of the record also has the red writing on it. Like if you got it from Columbia House or BMG,
that's what it must have been.
Then you.
I'm not saying I probably stole that, and that's why I know that. But I'm saying, you know, what I'm saying. Well, yes, I know it's a lot of, but I mean, like, yes, when I sit at home in my room, I get it. Dude, I do not owe them anything, but I repoed a lot of stuff for them, and then just never returned it to them. Anyways, so there we go. I think that's our 10 for this week. We might get into more. I did want to shout out Jim Shooter. This is how the last time, I know he lost a lot of weight since this picture, but this is how, when we were talking about it earlier, this is how I remember him because this is around, it's probably about 5 years afterwards. He still was a bigger man when I saw him. He hadn't lost all that weight yet. So that's why he's Jim Shooter. Shout out Jim Shooter. Since we talked about it already, let's talk about Adventure Comics 346. We talked about this on TAQ. This is a book, you know, as Cliff even mentioned. We've hit this book up many a times. I want to give you that little 7.5 feeling. You know I love it. You know I like to see where it's at. Very interesting. I hate you people that buy books when people die. But 2005, 181, this book was kind of heading a down point, and then all of a sudden, but look at here. This is what I always tell you about this. Look and see what it's being ranked. White pages on a 7.5. And by the way, the copy was clean. 340 was the last sales as fixed price. Fixed price 300 before that with off-whites pages. So we're seeing about a $40 bump on that. Heritage sucks, but whatever. 215. 465 as a high back in 2021. Not a lot of books selling at that 7.5. If you can get 7.5, I think you're probably good at about 280 for this. So make sure if you're buying it raw, you're getting it for plus grading fees under 280. Either way, first, what did it say it was? I put the notes down here. First published story, 14 years old. There we go. I just talking points that I already knew about. And that will end under the radar this week. I hope you enjoyed our look back real quickly. Maybe we'll do one in a week or two. Or if I'm lazy, I'll do another one because it's easy for me to do those. Very good. What do we have next? Do we have news? Whoa, that's not good.
What is happening now?
That's not good either. Oh, there we go. All right. There we go. There we go. Golden. Golden is 5 or above. Silver is 6 to 7, 5, 6 to 8. That's really good for both.
I just wanted to show what Cliff was talking about. It is the
My
Punisher art on a record. It's like a special edition of it, which is ridiculous. It's crazy.
That's super ridiculous.
Listen, if you're a completionist,
you're gonna have to get
waiting for you.
Yep.
Huh.
It's available now for only $59.99
There you go.
plus shipping.
Perfect.
All right.
Ship it out.
Let's
Do we add? I got to run the thing, I guess.
the news thing.
Yep. Double. Wow! In honor of Cliff, we're flying through this.
Yeah. Is that sound kind of weird when you hear it, or is it just me?
No, it's just you. But before that, I heard some buzzing. But that could be.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, they should do some.
Let's talk about some news, and of
I
course,
don't know any metal. Like, are we talking about like Metallica? Is that what we need more of? Do they have any covers? Aren't they all just black with writing on it?
well, there's other metal besides Metallica.
Yeah, I know. I have to listen to it with Brian and Chris. Sometimes it's horrible.
So Jim Shooter passed away this week. Mark Wade was the one who brought the news to us.
Oof.
Superman, Secret Wars, Legion, Editor-in-Chief, Valiant, Defiant, Broadway. He was the editor with Chris Claremont, John Byrne when they were on the X-Men, John Byrne on FF, Frank Miller on Daredevil, Walt Simonson on Thor. Like, he was the editor for all those things. And he is, I mean, somewhat responsible to bring us the crossover, right? Secret Wars was like the first really big intra-company crossover that really made a big deal for them, and that's leading to the one now. They do one every 6 months to a year. So we get a
they
crossover.
weren't supposed to, but yeah, they are.
That's what we do. But yeah, he, like, you know, I saw him a couple years ago when he was at a local show, and when he was at Great Lakes. And
we knew he had cancer then.
We knew he wasn't feeling well. I didn't know he had cancer. Maybe.
Well, okay, so I knew because I talked to him, and
Gotcha.
like I knew him.
I was gonna say lots of people knew, because when he didn't show up, when they announced that he wasn't coming for Heroes Con, like everybody I knew in my Heroes Con chat was like, well, you know, the cancer.
No, he's talking about. So Shooter came to Michigan like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was about
3 or 4 years ago, and he had cancer then. Like,
yeah, but no, I mean, like,
telling everybody.
I feel like it had grown to common knowledge.
Well, yeah, because he had lost so much weight. So like he didn't look like, this is kind of how I remember him the last time we saw him like 4 years ago. He started to walk with his cane. He's a very tall man too, and a very like not fat man, but a very large man. And you could tell there was just something off with him. And I don't know if it was Larry who first told me, or if it was Jim himself who said it. But that also says something to him too.
I'm just so disappointed that, you know, the restraining order on me finally came off, and I didn't get to see him.
You had a restraining order? Oh, anyways, but this is what I'll say about it. Like, sometimes, and I don't want to bring up other artists or stuff that have been on the road for too long, but hey, John, I'm not sure that he actually needed, oh, shoot, Corbin. I don't even think Corbin knows who this is. Do you know who Jim Shooter is?
Whoa.
Andy froze. Andy froze. All right. Anyways, what
just happened?
So, but I'll say this, like, yes, now you're back and you're behind. But here's the thing I'm going to say about Jim. Like, sometimes these guys, they're such legends, and you hear the good and the bad with people sometimes, but he knew that he was sick and he wanted to spend it on the road. And he wasn't just going to big shows. He wasn't just going to SDCC or whatever else. He was coming to regional shows. And he had done those regional shows when he was trying to sell out Valiant. And he had come back to many places and done that. And I think that's kind of cool. Like, it sucks because he was deteriorating while he's doing it. But, like, I think that's kind of cool, man. And no matter what people had to say about him at Marvel, at being the editor-in-chief for certain things, like, sometimes you don't, maybe sometimes people are having bad days, or maybe people just don't like you. So maybe they treat you a different way. But every time I talked to Jim, he was a super cool dude. He was always super chill. He would always spend time with stuff. And any dude that's like sick like that and is on the road, because I think the show, he at Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Is that where it was? Okay. So that's not a huge show. That's a small regional show. Like, he didn't need to be there, but he would go out and he'd come back and go to great places like that. So shout out Jim Shooter. Great dude. He did a lot for the industry. I know you guys scoffed at the Valiant thing, but I think you need to take a deeper dive and a better look at it, because
he did a lot for industry. He was a very divisive figure,
but I don't think he was.
Oh, he was. He was.
No, okay. The majority of the people that I've talked to, a lot of and guys that I appreciate,
they respect him. They respect him, but that doesn't mean he's not a divisive figure.
Yeah.
I mean, he got fired from.
He got fired from Marvel in '87.
Yeah, but you don't get fired if you're not divisive, or you were like that. That's why he got fired, because he wasn't getting along with people, right?
Yeah.
Like, whatever it was, whether he was right or wrong, the people turned on him. Right or wrong,
I get that. Hold on.
I
get that some people.
That's what divisive means.
I understand that, and I get that some people might have turned on him.
Right.
And I also know some of the people that were there, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to tell you, from the people that I know and respect and like, they like Jim Shooter.
Did they fire him?
No, they weren't there. They were there towards the end of '86 and '87, but no, they weren't the people who fired him. They worked for him. He was their editor-in-chief, and they had a lot of good things to say about him. That's all I'm saying. I mean, there's always two sides to the story. So,
of course.
Listen, if you watch any of his interviews in his final years, he is very clear on, like, my legacy is whatever you people make of it, and also I did the best that I could, that doesn't mean that man was divisive.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, not everybody's got to love their boss all the time. Like, if your boss doesn't give you a hug, so be it. Like, sometimes people go to work to get the job done, and sometimes people need coddling, or maybe their egos get in their way. That's all I'm going to say about that. What I will tell you about Jim Shooter is he didn't mess around. He was very direct as a human being, and I understand how sometimes that isn't what people want, and I get that. But I will also tell you that people that I respect liked and respected him, and that means a lot. That's all I'm going to say. So
there you go.
I know people who I respect who liked and respected him and had big fights with him. So, like, I'm just like,
but just because you have a fight with somebody doesn't mean, like, no, Cliff, that's different than people that drag him through the mud. There are people out there, as you said, what he just said. There's people that will drag him through the mud.
I think there. I mean, again, I obviously wasn't around or anything.
John Byrne still one of them?
John, yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, we got to also remember that. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah.
And I was going to say, that said, John Byrne is also a divisive figure. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're taking the word of an asshole who's a little, and I'm not saying he's an asshole. I said who can act like an asshole and a little bit of a prima donna.
Conversation, Jim Shooter is being divisive.
There you go. That's true, Dub.
That's it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, when John Byrne, who, by the way, he
is an all-time great,
which you wouldn't actually, but let's be honest, if it wasn't for him being on Uncanny, which is where Shooter put him, maybe he wouldn't have such the career that he did.
Well, Superman, he did that himself, didn't he?
Superman's
but after he left Marvel,
Marco. Yeah, that's true. He started there. That's true. You're right.
He's also, too, Jim Shooter's American, and your boy Johnny Boy drinks too much tea. So like, let's just stop it right there, okay? Because all they're doing is stealing Star Wars collectibles over there. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh,
Could you highlight that comment 00 from My Bargain Comics?
Yes, I can.
Where's Steve got to say?
If Cliff comes to Baltimore Comic Con, approximately how much will he be charging for a meet and greet with fans? I will gladly charge $5 a fan and a hug.
Mr. Hoyne is not a tall dude either, so, and I know you are, so I mean, once again,
irrelevant.
Yeah. So I mean, take it from the horse's mouth of the guy that's bad mouthing him, I guess is what to say. All right. Anyways, go ahead. Sounds very reasonable. Okay.
All right, let's talk about the box office. Any ideas of what the number one movie in America was this last weekend?
How to Train a Dragon.
Stitch.
How to Train a
Lilo
Dragon.
and Stitch. How to Train a Dragon. Cliff, you got a guess?
Means we're wrong.
I'm gonna go with Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Mm.
The answer is
F1. F1. He got it right.
F1.
It's F1.
That is correct.
Oh, damn. I forgot about that movie.
The movie, it's at the top of the box office with 57 million. People, I think, were a little surprised how well it did. They were
No, dude.
surprised at
Every there's a certain demographic that they love this. They just, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I heard out of them. I was like, I didn't even know this shit was coming out.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like realistic, and they actually brought in real racers and such to make the things more.
The problem is that a lot of people that like this F1 movie never seen F1 racing in their fucking life. I might add too.
Why does that matter?
I don't. Well, it's supposed to be realistically
people
about
that
F1.
A lot of people that saw your Deadpool and Wolverine movie never read a comic.
Fair.
Doesn't matter. If movie's making money. The movie's making money. 144 globally, so it's not just doing well in America. It's doing well all over the world, which I believe F1 racing is popular all over the world. So
it is. Open wheel.
The other surprise to people was that this Megan 2.0 didn't do well. And then same with this Elio, which was a Pixar movie that both opened with only around $10 million. I believe those were disappointing numbers for both of those movies.
For which one?
I would say so.
Yep, Elio and Megan 2.0. Jaws is coming for its 50th anniversary to IMAX. It will be in theaters August 29th. 50 years since the first Jaws came out.
Does anybody? I don't. Okay.
Yep. We'll see. We'll let you know how well it does. But it's I think it's regular and IMAX theaters.
Dan the Idiot, are you gonna watch this?
I've never actually seen the first one.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. It's about a shark.
I read the book though. That's what I did. Peter Benchley.
The movie is better than the book.
They still have got. They still got. You can take a picture with Jaws at.
I'm a librarian.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not kidding you. This is one of the few times this and the original Planet of the Apes are one of the two times that I will defend that the movie was much better than the book.
The music, I think, had a lot to do with it.
The music, well, also the cinematography for its time.
I mean, it looked good. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like the way they used the camera with what they had then is very impressive. Especially when you see the behind the scenes, you're like, "Oh, this is a disaster."
That gets you on that.
Yeah, but no, dude, watch it because I think you will be impressed.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Definitely now.
But I mean, it's gonna be an IMAX. You can actually see it in the theater. End of August, end of summer. All right, let's So David Dastmalchian has joined the live action Street Fighter movie. He has been cast as M. Bison. Are you either of you Street Fighter fans?
Yeah, and I'm a little bit. I actually like him a lot. Mr. Polka Dot Man, I adore him. Mr. Abracadabra on the Flash, love him. I mean, I've loved everything he's done. That creepy ass movie he did with the possessed girl, love that shit.
He was in Dark Knight.
Yeah, I guess he's there too. But I love him, And yeah, so no, I think it'll bulk up to be bison is what I want to know. But I can dig this. I can dig it.
Yeah, so this was interesting, and I wasn't sure because you're right. He doesn't fit the right, like he's not bulky enough, right? And so I've kind of
we've seen people put on all sorts of stuff for movies.
And so we have a guy out there, an artist, Boss Logic, who's really good at conceptualizing some of this stuff. So he did this and put this out because he was like, I had to like try to write it or draw it out to like get it good in his brain. And this kind of convinces me a little bit more. Maybe it'll be a lot in the suit. Maybe it'll be CGI. I don't know. But he could pull this off. I think he could do it. So. But he's got to be bulked up for sure. That's a good point, Sarath. If Raul Julia did it, but
Well, okay, you know what? I don't want to disrespect that man's memory by commenting on that movie.
We'll move on. How's that?
We'll move on.
So Cody Rhodes is also in talks to be in this movie. He is being considered for the role of Guile. This could work. I don't know about the haircut for Cody Rhodes. It'd have to be some kind of inverted wig. I don't know. But there's a lot of people in this movie. I saw there was a comment in the chat about Fitty being in this. He is also in this movie. Roman Reigns has also been cast in this movie. So there's a couple of wrestlers already. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. But this hasn't been confirmed yet. But yeah, this is a wrestler. That is correct.
I do not need this to be a W, whatever, CW, WWE.
WW Lisp.
Yeah, I don't need it to be that. I don't.
Jason Momoa, Fitty, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes, and then now that David.
Did you say Fitty?
Fitty, yeah, Fitty's Belrog in this movie. Yep.
Oh.
I'll do a breakdown.
Somebody in here?
That is correct. Fitty. Yep.
50 Cent.
Okay.
So this is an design for Mechagodzilla by Takashi Yamazaki. He was the director of Godzilla -1. This design is going to be there's an amusement park in Japan called Saibun. And it is going to be a part of a ride there.
Just
so this isn't a movie yet or anything,
bitch.
but this is a ride in Japan. So
Japan ain't messing around. They're like, you come to visit here, we're going to take your money.
Yeah, seriously, it's so many things.
They're like, did you want to see a Gundam? Here it is. Please pay. It's like,
no, it's free. No, it's free. The Gundam.
But they lure you in though. They lure you in because there's all sorts of stuff you can buy once you're lured in by that giant mech.
Yeah,
it's cool. It is cool, man. It's big too.
Absolutely.
Do you know how quickly they'll get you? Oh, isn't it great how there's all this wonderful street vendor food right near the subway?
How convenient.
I mean, I was there, but like at the Gundam thing, there's nothing there. You have to go inside the mall to buy anything. But
yeah, but like it entices you, does it not?
Where they get you is going to the temples. You go there, and it's like all street food on the way to the temples.
Yeah. Oh my god, my friend had this donut with like squid ink jelly inside, and he loved it. He was like, first he was like, wait, what am I eating? And then he's like, wait, what am I eating? And he had a fabulous time.
Squid ink jelly. I don't know about that. That's not for me.
I mean, I don't know. Marco, did you get anything interesting to eat there?
No, I eat most of that stuff already. So
right, but when it was new to you, what was?
Dude, you know what was cool? You know what was crazy? Two things. In the 7-Eleven, there's these chocolate covered grape things that they're kind of a candy, which is weird because they were like it said they were grapes, but they're actually like a gummy almost. And the other thing is there's this thing called Cheesies, and it's a little cracker, but it's like a Gouda cheese. It's super good. Oh, you know what the weirdest thing I ate there? Their obsession they have obsessive with sugar shortening and putting stuff in hot dog buns. So like you'll see something and it'll be like, you think it's a Danish, and it kind of like when you try to translate the Japanese, it seems like it's like a Danish, but really all of this is a hot dog bun with like shortening and sugar in it. It's not good. It really isn't.
Are you talking about the whipped cream sandwiches?
No, those are actually like sandwiches. This is like
Okay.
something else that they have. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So no, it's not great. I'll tell you that. It's not it's really sugary. And I mean that's just because we don't eat a lot of sugary food. I think it would, but no, like a lot of their stuff there's not crazy things. I don't know. You got to remember, like my dad, when I was younger, used to do 3-on-3 offs out there. So like he'd bring back a lot of stuff. So we're used to a lot of stuff that they bring back. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So let's move on. So we got a new trailer and a poster for The Odyssey. So this is Christopher Nolan's new movie that has like, I don't know, I saw like 50 different names that are attached to this movie somehow. So many actors.
I mean, it is the Odyssey. You got to go all in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. This was a good book, so I had to read it a bunch of times growing up. So
Yeah,
this is
we need to
hope it
film
does a
out
good
of
job.
this.
What's that?
We need to film out of this.
I mean, I'll watch it. It's
I
Christopher
will
Nolan.
too. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I know I'll watch it because it's Odyssey, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat. Yes, they have wild stuff like this. Like they have strawberries and whipped cream in a white bread sandwich. I don't eat that. That's not something I want to try. So,
this will be out on July 17th of next year. So just over a year from now, it's coming out. So we also got a poster and trailer for The Running Man. This is Glenn Powell,
No.
directed by
Wow.
I
Edgar
love
Wright.
Powell.
why are we doing this? I love The Running Man. It's perfect to this day. Still perfect.
Well, I mean,
They got the opera sing.
kind of what they're doing. That's kind of what they do.
Ugh.
1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah, love it.
You know, for those that don't know, this was takes place in a dystopian society. It's a game show where the longer you
comics are real.
survive, you make money. The more money you make, and the goal is to stay alive for 30 days, and
Yeah, they get the
all
hockey player.
televised.
Do we know if they're bringing back the same three bad guys from below? If the guy's going to be singing the opera, the lightning dude, and we're going
I
to do the hockey
don't
player.
know for sure. I saw this trailer came out, but I didn't. It's
Yeah.
so I'll let you know.
I mean, it is definitely not what you've seen before, but like, I mean, I'm digging it.
I didn't
I'm
actually
gonna
see
watch
this.
it either way. So
I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it now because you're saying that. But like, when I see something like this, I'm just like, nope. I don't even want to look the trailer at it. But if you guys say it's different, then I guess I'll take a look at it. Who is the old?
The director is Edgar Wright.
That means nothing to me.
Okay, fine, whatever. That's
Well, no, tell me what he did. You gotta tell me what he did. Go the good.
yeah, he needs more detail. Is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That means saying to the name means nothing to me. I don't.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, if I gotta get into that, then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, just name two fucking movies Cliff Day's done if he's so great. Just name two.
Okay, Shaun of the Dead, Baby
Oh, I
Driver,
like Shaun of the Dead.
The World's
Shaun of the Dead.
End, Last Night in Soho. There you go.
It'd be like a comedy thing.
Was it Scott Pilgrim? Was that him?
What shit? Oh yeah, he is Scott Pilgrim too. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. See, that was easy.
Yeah, and Hot Fuzz. Let's not forget.
All right, so he does comedy. So this isn't going to be like a dystopia. This is going to be a comedy.
This didn't look.
Well, no, it's still definitely dystopia, but there's there's over the top moments in there.
So they're going to so they're going to kind of keep it to the campiness of all right, fair. All right, well maybe I'm more interested now. I'll take a look at it.
Leftover Zaggy says this is dead on with the book, which is I probably maybe, yeah.
Oh, that comes out November 7th. So Warner Brothers has finally let go of the rights for Akira. So they've held on to them for 20 years, and there have been multiple projects that have started and stalled. There's been like big names attached to them. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, Kristen Stewart, Taika Waititi, and all of those projects at some point failed. And so they finally have let go of the rights, and they've gone back to Kodansha, the manga publisher that first put out the book in 1982. So this property is probably, not for sale, but like they're going to probably license it out so somebody else can probably
can do it now.
Yeah, somebody else will have the option of doing it. So
nice.
Yo,
Zaggy, you weren't alive during it.
J-Man, if you are still in the chat, explain to me how you could be holding something that's almost pure gold in your hand like this, and in over 20 years, you just could not get it right. You could not stick a landing for this.
Yeah,
there were talks that it was going to be in New York at one point, like instead of being in Japan, and like that was a whole big mess. And there was talk of like doing it all in Japan and only having Japanese folks in it, and and that didn't work either. I don't know what the plan is for this, but we don't. Well, now there's no plan. It's going to start over.
Hollywood. That's why Hollywood.
Yeah, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like some of the things. Like even when people are fans of things, like it sounds like a good idea, but then too many cooks in the kitchen, and then it doesn't work.
That may be true, but like if I had something like this in my hands, I would just be nonstop, just trying to make it happen.
Trying to make it work.
I'm not saying that somebody probably wasn't, but that doesn't mean that the person that is ahead.
Remember who's in charge of WB, right?
Yeah, WB.
Good old Zaslav.
That's a dude that just looks like a chode, right?
Yep, he does.
Yeah. Don't they all?
All right, let's talk about a little different. CGA, which is the Collectible Grading Authority, has a new ownership group. They made a company announcement. It's a guy named Tom Derby, Andrew Aiello, and Ben Davis. Derby, you may be familiar with Derby, Marco. He leads collectible investment brokerage. Yes. He does a lot of Kenner's Star Wars toys, and he does a COAs for the rocket firing Boba Fett's. But now this includes like AFA, which is the action figures, and VGA, the video game company. So they somehow bought this from Diamond Comics Distribution or whatever. And however, they now own this company. So I don't know how this worked out with the bankruptcy stuff, but it's a new.
Because you can sell it off.
Yeah, so they can keep. So this guy,
because it's not a bleeding stool article that don't know anything about business. It's like we were saying when they were coming out, those articles, they didn't make any fucking sense. Like,
yeah. So these folks have bought this.
Well, how can they possibly bought it? Because somebody else bought it, didn't they? They got on the internet and said they bought it.
Everybody
right?
else bought. Yeah, some other company bought it.
Bleeding stool.
Yeah, okay. But to be a little bit fair, and I'm being generous. There was a lot of confusing information coming out. I mean, there was a few days where they were owned by Alliance, right? There was a few days where they were owned by Alliance.
But it didn't make any sense. But what the people were saying didn't make any sense. That's not how bankruptcy works.
I understand, but I'm just saying the information that was coming out for them. And let's be honest, he's more of a gossip columnist than anything else. And so it's
yeah. Well, yeah. No, I think there's more of a problem with like presenting it like it's actual fact instead of you're a gossip girl. I think that's probably.
I know, but let's be honest. We know
that's the douchebag. That's a chode. That
Warner Bros. guy.
He
is the one that runs WB. That's all.
Dude,
this guy.
Those dentures are fucking solidly white, though.
Yeah, that guy. I conveniently have a picture of him because whenever I needed to put in the slide, it's readily available.
Right there. All right. Well,
all right, let's move on.
Hopefully they do a good job.
Streaming and TV news. So I don't know if there's any fans of South Park here, but it's been delayed and pushed back, and Trey Parker and Matt Stone aren't really happy about it, and they're blaming it on the merger. That whole Paramount merger acquisition, Skydance Media, who has the rights for South Park. Currently it's on Max, but then Paramount wants it back because it's part of Paramount's group, Comedy Central. But I don't know what the deal is. They're mad. They're not happy about it. It was supposed to be out already, but right now it's set for July 9th, which is a week from today. We'll see if that actually happens.
Go ahead.
I really admire them because they still care about their product after all this time. They could just be like, F your merger. We're still getting a paycheck, but they actually are working and they want the episodes to come out. And I really admire that.
Hey, I will tell you this. If I'm whatever shitbag execs over there, I'd figure this out real quickly because I will tell you this about these two clowns. They give zeros. this might be showing in some fucking they might just start showing these episodes in some fucking restaurant someplace one time, and then it gets out. So you better get
Casa Bonita.
yeah,
They have their own restaurant.
Right. You better fucking do something, because if they're saying this is a shit show and we're still working on stuff and we hope it get like, I think you need to put the finger parentheses in there, because when they're saying we hope it gets out, that means bitches, you better start going, because they're gonna get the shit out and it's coming one way or another.
Did you not notice how they intentionally used all the crooked W's in their response? You know, those crooked W's are like new working, new episodes. We hope. I mean, like, come on, those crooked.
Well, they did it with all of it. Like the fans is kind of crooked too. It says ANS, like the and.
Yeah, but like no, like that's like that is like, well, that I mean that font says, look at this shit.
Exactly, for this is content for them. There will be an episode about the murder.
Oh yeah, well, how could you not?
Wait.
How could you be responsible for a show like this and not do that episode?
Oh yeah, this
Totally,
is fuck you font. Yeah. Is that what it's called? Like you go into Windows and you go fuck you font, and this is what comes up?
Probably.
It might be, yeah. No, this is their font. This is what their stuff looks like most of the time when they have stuff on the screen.
Really?
Yeah, like their credits and such.
Yeah. No, I just think it's funny because like the font has like its own hidden language. You know, it has its own hidden. Look at this bullshit.
The spacing is off. Everything is.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right. So those of you watching Disney Plus this week, or another place I guess too, there was a teaser trailer out for Eyes of Wakanda.
Oh, we didn't review streaming this week.
Oh, dang it.
It's all right.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. This will be releasing August 27th on Disney Plus. So it looked pretty good. It looked a lot
What
like
is this?
It's the show that's gonna go. It's all about obviously Wakanda, and it's gonna take place through different eras of time, where the agents of Wakanda have gone out into the world to either retrieve their artifacts or protect Wakanda somehow. And it's, like back in the day, current, I don't know, like what other
have fun back at work, Jonathan.
There's a few different timelines that they will cover.
Wakanda.
No, did he? What? You can't. That was awesome. All right. I saw the preview, obviously, because of the Riri things. I saw the previews. We'll review the last 3 episodes of Riri because there's a big spoiler in the last episode.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, Pete will be back next week, and
so we'll review it then.
We'll do a
there's
spoiler
big
review next week,
thing at the end, and we don't want to spoil it.
Hullabaloo just came out today, so.
But I saw
it's all over social media.
Okay, that's fine.
No. I'm saying like as a warning, not like we have to cover it, just for people.
Yeah. Either way, I saw this because every episode led with this in it, even though I paid to not have ads. They apparently don't consider this an ad. So I thought it was interesting. I just didn't know what the hell it was.
It looked like the animation style was kind of like Clone Wars style, like with the long faces and like lanky folks.
Doom, Magneto, Electric, Justice, Defender. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Just random. Is this a guessing game of X-Men, Wolverine?
But this will be August 27th, so we are just under 2 months away for this.
Okay, cool.
Robbie Cabot-Conyers, Ryder Allen, and Amy Sedaris have now been cast in a new Oswald series for Disney Plus. Oswald the Rabbit was a precursor to Mickey Mouse.
Why?
This is
That's disturbing.
John Favreau project. It will blend live action and animation. Okay, before we go any further, Marco, who is the kid in the top right corner?
That's the from Skeleton Crew.
Who is the kid in the bottom right corner?
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Let me see. Let me put my glasses on. I got Penguin. That's Penguin. That's the little penguin.
Little penguin, correct. And who is the lady in the middle?
That is the mechanic from Mando.
Good job. That's 100%. I'm not surprised, but I wasn't sure if you were going to.
Yeah, I liked all 3 of those shows, so I know who they are.
This is going to be a show about this cartoon or animated rabbit that will be interacting with live action people, a la Roger Rabbit, but
not as cool as Roger Rabbit. So
No, I think it's gonna be.
I don't know. John Favreau is behind it,
It's
and
not Tracy
Amyson,
Ullman.
and Amyson is funny as fuck. So I'm down.
Yep. Yeah, this looks interesting to me. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm definitely gonna check it out.
You know it's gonna be
Who's
some
Amy?
shit.
Who?
Amy
he is-
Sedaris.
Who's
He
that?
is completely her, the mechanic,
Oh, okay.
and not to mention Strangers with Candy. That was her show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Jerry Blank.
That was her.
Yeah,
That was
Stranger
her.
Candy.
used to come on.
Wait,
after
what?
South Park.
Yeah. Is it hitting you now? Is it dawning on you?
She was Strangers of Candy with the.
Yes, she was. That was
Yeah.
her show.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it.
Look at that.
Yeah, well, it's not Tracy Ullman. I mean, Tracy
No,
Ullman.
Definitely
but-
not.
Although Tracy Ullman can still deliver. Did you see her on the last 2 seasons of what's his name show? Larry David show?
No, I thought Tracy Ullman was dead.
No, Tracy Ullman's alive as
Everybody was
well.
dead.
And she's in the last 2 seasons of the Larry David show.
They need to put her on The Simpsons, bro. That's what they need to do.
That'd be
Look,
funny.
she got her checks. She's got her checks.
She's still getting them, yeah.
Yeah, she's
For
great.
the early Simpsons shit?
No, for like all of it. Like I forgot. Like they got into a lawsuit, right? Because her show launched The Simpsons, right?
Yes. It was on The Simpsons was on her show all the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And like basically at the end of the day, she gets like 1% checks.
Royalties?
Yeah, royalties. So
Holy
like,
shit, good for her.
yeah, no. So I was like, bitch is living good. I was like,
Yeah.
give me 1%
Good for
check.
Tracy Ullman.
Yeah,
She did a lot of groundbreaking shit. She was really good.
Yeah, and she's still fantastic. Dude, watch her and Curb Your Enthusiasm. She's still brilliant.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, like I said, I think she was dead, but that's all right. Maybe I'll check it out.
On a funny, ridiculous side note about Simpsons royalties, Jennifer Tilly gets Simpsons royalties like crazy as well.
Who's Jennifer Tilly?
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly, I don't.
She's
Chucky,
from
she was in Chucky, I
Bride
know,
of
but I don't
Chucky.
know.
From Chucky. She plays herself in the Chucky series.
Yep.
No, I didn't
Okay,
watch that.
she's the voice of Bride of Chucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Comedy Central.
She also is.
She's
Do you
been in
remember the
stuff.
movie Chasing Amy, the Kevin Smith movie?
Yeah,
Chasing
yeah, for sure. I saw
Yeah,
that.
she's Amy. She's Amy.
Oh, okay. I know who she is. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
watch the Chucky movies, but
Cliff's
Chasing
got
Amy.
his
but he-
movies down.
She
Yeah.
is in her.
Speaking of that, they're
Chucky.
Chasing Amy comic book FOC this week. So just so you know.
Nice. Chasing
Yeah.
Amy FOC. Cool.
So NASA.
Thanks, Zaggy. Zaggy, how do you know who she is? She's old enough to be your mom, bro.
He's paying attention to boobies.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
NASA's live programming, rocket launches, spacewalks, views from Earth from space will be streaming in HD on Netflix later this summer. It's part of NASA wanting to reach a global audience. They did make it clear that they currently stream on the NASA app and the website where it's free, and you can still watch the same live programming there.
NASA
So
has
you're
an
not
app?
looking the free. NASA has an app apparently. I didn't know that till today.
Bro, NASA invents everything, bro.
Yeah.
You think they didn't fucking have an app?
They
probably
faked the
first-
moon landing.
Get out of here.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Hey,
just kidding.
hey!
I'm
If
just
they
kidding.
if they did that, then why do we have space ice cream, bro?
I was just
Get
kidding.
out of here!
I was just kidding.
Get
That's
out!
space
Explain
ice cream.
space ice cream then. Explain space ice cream.
Listen, I don't know. It just worked for the joke.
All right, let's talk about some comic news.
Let's do
That's just
it.
fake. See what you started.
Oh, I blame Corbin.
I miss you.
So this last week, Detective Comics 880 original cover art sold for a record price.
Oh, nice.
And it's a record price because it's the first time it was sold since Jock sold it. Like Jock sold it to somebody after it was published, and then now that guy or girl is selling it, and so it's gonna go whatever it was
Who
gonna be a
had it?
record price. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. I did try to look it up, but I was
Oh,
unable.
I should call somebody.
He sold it. Jock sold it to somebody, and that person finally consigned it this past week or whatever.
Who
last
they
month.
consign with Heritage?
Yeah, it was Heritage,
Okay,
and it sold
okay, I'll make a phone
for
call.
$288,000 for this.
Whew.
box. So
Big money. Big
after
money.
buyer's fee, the guy probably gets $100K.
No,
But yeah,
shut
this-
the fuck up. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Okay. No, he's joking. He's joking. It's not.
But yeah, so this, I mean, this is pretty everybody knows this cover. I think if you collect
That's really cool,
comics or
man.
a fan of Batman, it's a cool cover.
Can you believe whoever bought this from Jock?
Yeah, Jackson. I mean, he sold it probably a lot cheaper than this. So
No, yeah, especially then. He probably
Yeah.
because back then,
Couple
original
grand,
art too.
maybe $5,000.
I don't.
top.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, if that.
If
All right.
that. Probably 850.
So,
850 probably is a high. Yeah. Yeah.
a little bit of Diamond news. So Pullbox and Comic Suite have been discontinued.
Yep.
Pullbox is the site that you could go online and reserve things and purchase things from directly from Diamond through your comic shop. And then Comic Suite was the store side. That's what the stores used, and that tied in with their POS, so you would know what everything was. But both have been discontinued, which should be a surprise to nobody.
It's a shame because, like, anyhow, whatever. It's just.
Why is it a shame?
No, go ahead. It's not the end of an era, but Comic Suite was actually like really good, And there was even some they even had some add-on features that you could do that really could make your life easier. Of course, they also asked for. That was Joey Laureate.
Yes, that is who it is. It's Joey Laureate
Oh,
Adams.
yeah.
Yes,
guys...
yes. All right. So anyhow, I'm just saying, like, at one point in time, they actually knew what they were doing.
Thanks for that.
Yes, I like the fade to black and white, But like,
I have to, Cliff. I can agree with you. I'll tell you this: Preview World as a whole too is something that's going to whole part of Preview World was the one thing that old Jet got right. It was the one thing that they got right, and
it was clunky, but it worked. And
man.
I liked it, and you were able to get information off of it. Everything was
the codes,
quick.
everything you needed. But even
Everything
their
you need to
POS
order
for their order form, like fucking Penguin, starting to try to finally figure it out. But it's been 3 years now, and their system is still clunky as shit.
Yeah,
it's hard. Their incentive, they say incentive, but you can't figure out half the times what the incentive is. You have to dig. It's 15 clicks. Where under Preview World, under Comic Suite, it was click and go, man. And yeah, you had to know the code, right? You had to know the number system thing, but it wasn't that hard.
Nope.
An idiot could figure it out.
It didn't take long to figure out.
No.
Yeah, you could play with it and do it. But yeah, and
I can't remember. It's been as long as I can remember.
Yeah, they've been doing it since the
the merger, right? So since the 90s for sure.
90s for sure, with Advanced Comics and Previous World or whatever it was called.
I mean, do you remember though? There's not a lot of love lost because if it's a similar story to wrestling, and when WWF went over and took over regional wrestling, you got to remember they did the same thing with comic distribution. So there's not a ton, but most of the guys that used to run regional distributing are dead by now. So not a ton of love lost. I mean, some people are happy in their graves right now, but I don't know. No, not a few years. By the end of the year, there will.
Yeah, by the end of the year,
you'll forget about Diamond altogether.
Yeah. All right. Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora are going to take over creative for Transformers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the main title, this is supposed to be a fresh start, a good jumping on point for new and returning readers. I mean, I don't see this as a bad thing. Is there a problem?
No.
Anybody have a problem with this?
No. Sure. Good team, solid team, like Morris art.
Yep.
Robert Kirkman, sure. Yeah, no, they should.
And I'm sure they're going to give us a lot more. There was 2 blank covers that I did not include on this.
Sure.
One was an Autobot in the corner, Autobot symbol in the corner. One had Decepticon, but they were mostly blank with Transformers at the top. Yeah, I mean, this is good. If you wanted to jump in and find out what's going on, this is the time for you to do it.
Yeah.
And here we have some new printings that were announced.
Nope.
This is Spider-Man and Wolverine #2, second printing, and a black and white 1 in 25 incentive.
Why is that? Oh my fucking god.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then Goddamn Tragedy #1 is going to a third printing.
That's embarrassing, Marvel. You're just embarrassing. Put Joey Q back in charge of stuff.
Yeah. And with that, what was that? cliff.
No, I was gonna say, it's funny. Us the buyers,
Yeah, it's
we
just by the 90s.
reward their bad behavior. So,
Not some of us.
no, not some of us, but the majority do. That's why it
Collectively.
works.
Yeah,
Collectively, yeah.
the buyer, we do.
Well, you shouldn't. Don't feed the animals. Keep the peanuts in your pocket.
I haven't touched Amazing Spider-Man at all. I'm like, nope.
No, don't Marvel in general. Honestly, DC's king right now.
Yeah, I am enjoying my Ultimate shit. I really am. I'm digging it.
No,
I will. Hey, look, I'll give you this one. DC is doing. I said this earlier. They're doing a lot of things right with their covers. They're doing like a blind dog finds a squirrel's nuts every once in a while. But let's not act like DC doesn't have its own problems over there.
I can't see him, but I'm just kidding. Hush 2 was
just open up that eye.
Yeah, Hush 2 is still like a hilarious. Whatever.
To think I was hyped about that, man.
Yeah, it's not good.
And to be fun, I even knew it wasn't going to be great because I was like, Hush 1, like the original Hush, the story was fine. It was all about the art.
Yeah. But the thing is,
the original Hush had a twist, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they did bring Jason Todd back. That was the first time before the Red Hood. That was the first time he looked like that. So shout out to that, I guess. But I don't know. I thought the mystery was kind of paper thin, but like the art was amazing.
Okay. Well, there's people got opinions and assholes. Tell me which.
I'm going to do this really quick, just
Marco.
in case. I don't know how long we're going to be on.
Hours. No, but I know you didn't read it, but we read the prelogue to Days of Future Past, and that actually was.
I read the books for today.
Okay, yeah, so that was actually pretty well done at Marvel.
The art was kind of wonky at times. It felt
it's because it's not your era, yeah. But they were doing what's Claremont, and they were doing like the 80s 90 kick back to Claremont. So like, that's what they're trying to do.
So about design, you think?
Homage, yes. Oh yeah, it was 100% a homage.
Okay. I was like, what's going on?
Because like it changes from like, because it changes from like through a lot of his art styles in there. But I mean, it's tough to redo those. Like nostalgia in comics doesn't work as well as nostalgia in movies, right? So, I mean, you come into a problem. So why? Yeah. I mean, like, what is Hush 2 going to do? Like, what would have made Hush 2 great? We already know the story of Hush, so you know what I mean.
I think not calling it Hush 2 probably would have been a good start.
Yeah, I understand that, but like, hey,
I would have said build on the lore of like the character. I don't
what fucking lore did they not uncover during the first Hush story?
Well, they did, but build on it. I don't know. Give us some more backstory, flesh it out more. What has Hush been doing in between then and now? Like that we care about. Like I don't know. I
nothing. I think you answered your own question.
They tried to make it an event, and if that's where it is, like they wanted to like push it with all this stuff, and if they would have put it as just part of the Batman stories, like if they would have incorporated it into what's going on without making it with the giant treasury covers and all the hullabaloo that they did, it could have been okay. But they tried to make too much out of it, and they over promised and under delivered.
Hey, is that a new logo, Bruce?
That's dope. I like it, Bruce. Okay.
Do you know what would have been great if like they actually had editors that know how to do editing, right? And be like, Jason would never say this because we covered this 4 freaking times already in other stories. So let's not do that.
Yeah, fair.
That's Jim, I don't know who you it's like, I know you're a legend, but could you not phone in Barbara on these 3 pages? Could you just not do that? Like, you need a hard ass editor. All right. We need to get a crystal ball and dial up Jim Shooter to talk to these people. And
that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say it if you did it. So there you go. Yeah. Dig them up. Let's go.
But we need somebody divisive as an editor to make sure the stuff gets done right.
You need someone who's going to like lay down some law and like get reaction to it. But I honestly, Jim Lee is so far up the chain. Who the hell's going to tell him what to do?
Yeah, you can't.
How many W's? Hold on, though. It's been a long time since Jim Lee got a W.
Because he's been editor in chief. He hasn't been doing too much stuff. I know.
Bro,
he's built some
Bro,
parts, but-
I think you need to start rewinding back the time machine and look in the mirror how old you are. Because once you do, then you'll realize it's been a long time since Jim Lee got a W. A long time. Long time. And by the way, most of the time when he's editor in chief, the shit they were putting out was garbage.
Isn't he
Garbage.
editor in chief now?
I think he's editor, writer,
No,
chief.
he's never been editor in chief. He's
Wasn't
always
that
been
Chief Creative Officer.
Yeah.
That's
there
right.
we
He's
go.
great. He's the chief creative officer and
CC.
co-publisher of DC.
Yeah.
Right, like those are the titles he was given. Oh, he was sole publisher from 2020 until now. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
telling you. He was the buck stopped with that dude when there was a lot of shit. When there was a lot of shit coming out of DC. So, like, I don't know, man. Like,
Well,
shout-
he's clearly been putting the right people in the right places. I'm gonna forgive him a little bit because when they made him sole publisher, it was just in time for COVID. So that would
Yeah,
that would
5
smack
even.
anyone around.
Yeah, maybe. All right, I see what you're doing. But also because some douchebag swindler out here conned him one time at a con, Jim Lee will never visit Michigan again. Fucking go yell at a fucking Outback Steakhouse, you douchebag.
What happened?
Why is he a douchebag now?
No, not Jim Lee. No.
Oh,
No,
oh
the guy
my
that screwed him.
gosh. Oh,
No, not Jim Lee.
No.
the guy who swindled him. May he choke on 1,000 dicks and die. I get it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you who it is because you're gonna laugh your ass
Oh,
off.
tell me it's Tom Cruise.
No. It's not. No, it's not. But yeah, no, somebody lied to him and then didn't pay him, so he'll never come back to Michigan again.
Tom Cruise. That's all. I wish it was Tom Cruise.
Yeah, the blooming onions. That's the clue. Blooming onions. Yell at a blooming onion, bitch. Image is doing better stories than Marvel or DC. Dude, Black Spider, you've been around long enough that you know this is the fucking narrative for the last 30 years, and it's still the same narrative, and Image has as much bullshit garbage as the big two does. There are Image books that are unfucking readable, and the art is fucking atrocious.
Right, but I think when he's thinking of Image, right, he's thinking of the successes that Image has right now.
They knock him out of the park.
And with Ghost Machine, you know? And not a lot of people
But
are really
once again,
about
people say that, but let's be clear. Skybound doesn't knock everything out of the park.
No, but it's very strong. It's very strong.
And neither does Ghost Machine. I mean,
But
that's
again,
company
it's
that's done.
very strong. There's only two Ghost Machine books I'm not interested in. You know?
Yeah, but what
Otherwise-
Ghost Machine books are running right now? You got Geiger running right now, Hyde and Hyde Sisters. The Rocketeer shit's garbage.
Sisters Out.
And
I
Hot
do like
Gold.
the Rockefellers.
Okay, well, I think it's trash.
I
But
think you need to give it a chance because it is doing something unique
think
on
it's
its
right.
own. Unlike Hornsby and Halo, which tried something unique but ultimately does not resonate.
right, so you've got, but like that's not. There's
Oh,
There's
and Red
fucking
Coat.
60
Did we say Red Coat?
oh, don't give me Red Coat trash.
You're not enjoying Red Coat?
No. Hold on.
I'm shocked. I feel like he's
Hold
right up your alley.
It wasn't good. No. What? Who was right up my alley? Red Coat?
Red
No.
Coat.
No.
Do you not like Jeff Johns?
Huh?
Do you not like Jeff Johns?
No, I have no problem with Jeff. I actually like a lot of stuff Jeff Jones does. I just didn't like Red Coat. I mean, it's just not a concept that I dig. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me see something here. 1 week out. Let's pull it up. Let's go over the titles because you guys want to talk about it. Let's see what IDW's got for us. What did we say? Image, right?
Image, yes.
Fuck, I really hate.
I mean, you're right, Cliff. You know, the stuff that they're knocking out of the park and doing really well with the Ghost Machine and the Skybound are like crushing it. And even with the big two, they're doing well with some things, but there's so many misses.
There's
compared
also
to
so many
big-
more comics.
True.
That's what I'm.
Percentage-wise, though.
Huh?
Percentage-wise, though, Image is probably doing better than Marvel or DC. I just said
Well, and by
without
the way,
any details.
Because Image is about independence, like there's there's a greater margin for there's a better margin for profit there, you know?
Yeah.
Because you still own your product, right? Because I remember I saw Kirkman in 2005 or 6, and he's like, yeah, I'm writing 2 books, and this is how much I'm making on my 2 books right now.
Yeah.
And this is how much I was making when I was writing 5 books for Marvel. And I just need, I'm on these 2 books and I'm making what Marvel was paying me.
Yeah, I mean, we have Tony Fleece on here all the time. He talks about that. He's like, yeah, it's good to get paychecks from another place, but the stuff you own is always worth more than anything that you get. And I get that. I guess you're right. I mean, they got the Crisis event. It's not something I'm really reading right now, but I know people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
They had Bitter Roots. I actually reread this one, the next movement. I don't think it's as good as the first one. I think it's kind of played out, but that's okay. Blood Squad 7. That's the book you're reading?
What?
Blood Squad 7. Anybody reading that?
I'm not, but I do know people who are reading it.
Okay. I'm just looking at this week. This is FOC. I'm sorry. This is FOC that's coming out. What else do they have? Oh, they don't have Cul-de-sac. Do they? Tony Fleece had that reverse cover thing. The Cursed Mirror one. Cul-de-sac. So is that Image or no? That's Bad Ideas.
I don't know what. No,
Bad
yeah,
Ideas.
Cul-de-sac. Yeah, you're right. That's the
Bad
state.
Idea. Mm-hmm. That's a little Dinesh book. I'm trying to see. Oh, they got the Department of Truth. That's still going.
Yep.
It's number 33.
Are you just looking at a list, or are you trying to show us something?
No, I'm just trying to look. I'm looking to see. You guys said they have great stuff. I'm trying to see if it does or not. I wasn't thinking of titles outside of like Hyde Street or whatever else that I read. And that's probably, I guess, part of the problem. I Tyrant, did anybody read that? Or is that next week? It's gotta be next week.
I think that's next week.
Yeah, I Tyrant, I don't think. Oh shit, this is FOC, so this is a month out. We'll see what reads that. Yeah, I mean, I guess they got some titles that are long standing there. I guess you're right. I don't know. I'm just trying to look up titles and see what. Here, let's see what was out this week.
This week you had Walking Dead, you had Scorched.
Yeah, who's still watching? Hold, slow down then. Who's still reading Walking Dead at this?
It's Walking Dead Deluxe. A lot of people. Sorry, go ahead, Cliff.
There's a lot of people. No, you're right. Absolutely right. Go ahead. You're right.
Okay, there's a lot of people. Name one person.
Why do you always play this stupid game? There's at least
because
3
anybody can say there's a lot of fucking people.
There's 3 guys in my shop alone who are still doing Walking Dead Deluxe. You know, like I'm sure it's like whatever. Like, but I'm just saying there is some number out there.
I'm saying that if you're saying there's 3 people reading that, fair, but there's probably more than 3 people picking up ASM, and believe it or not, even though I think it's shit, are probably enjoying it.
Yeah, probably. Like, I'm not going to disagree, but like, I mean, I jumped ship.
I mean, there's millions of people reading ASM.
Tom Brevoort said, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And I was like, okay, bitch. Okay. I'll see you. At Marvel, that isn't CB Sobieski, the other guy.
Yeah, he was the head of X-Men or something for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Brevoort. Brevoort? Yes.
Okay, so the statement was, I think Image is doing better stories than Marvel or DC. Not how many are selling, not what the best-selling book is, not how many people are picking it up. It was simply his opinion that which one is doing better stories.
Yeah, and that's what I was asking. I was outside of some of the Ghost titles. I guess I was asking, what Image titles is he talking about that he thinks the stories are better? That's what I was asking. I'm just like, I don't read Sand and Twitch, and I don't know anybody that does. Sisterhood's definitely was not.
Man. The Spawn fans exist.
Once again, I'm not doubting Spawn fans exist. I'm just telling you, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. And is Naked Aggression #1 really the writer's paradise? I don't know. I'm asking a question. Nullifier 9.
Wait, who is Naked Aggression? I'm just kidding. I heard.
Exactly.
So Radiant Black, I was reading that. I kind of fell off, but I've been still buying the issues. That was a really good read that's an Image book. Exquisite Corpses, is that Image?
Oh yeah, Exquisite Corpses.
That's
Okay.
a good one. Yep.
That's
I think that
pretty
was a
good.
good
That's
book.
okay. I would
Yeah,
say
it's not
that.
great, but it was
I
decent.
okay. Here's the problem I have.
Mhm.
I think that sometimes we give a little bit more credit, and not that we shouldn't, but to artists' own books. Like Exquisite Courts is a mid-level read. Not a bad book, but a mid-level read. But whenever you hear somebody talk about it, they're like, oh, it's just the greatest thing in the world. Like they direct a lot of their punches. You know what I mean? Like it's, when Dan the Idiot down returns underneath me is screaming about how Hush, great art, not great writing. Well, go read Exquisite Corpses because I can tell you what's going to happen in that book because we've seen it 800 times. It just is a little bit different art and it's the same storyline, right? We get what's going on there, right? Like not groundbreaking, not bad, not saying it's bad. So I'm still reading it. I'm still picking it up, but it ain't groundbreaking like something really new or I guess like so great that I have to say like, oh wow, because of that book, Image is killing it. I think if you did that book at Marvel, people would say, oh, that's just cut and repeat.
That's an Image book.
I know.
That's a pretty good story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just another one on the list, like, so there are a lot of good stories that we've just talked
I know
about.
where to find them.
Right.
That's
I
all.
agree. Yeah, I can't get to Spawn. I can't do that. I think what the good thing about Image is Image hits a lot of niche areas.
Yeah.
That the big two doesn't do. That's what I'll give them. Like, if you want Transformer books, like, no offense, you guys were like, oh yeah, Kirkman, great team. But Dan Didiot, you're not reading a Transformer book. You're just not.
You know what? I have Global Comics to keep track of my indies. I read them occasionally, but you're right. I'm probably not going to go to shop every week for it, but I do read them. Like, I keep my eye on them.
Yeah, like I like some of the G.I. Joe titles, but I can't say all of them are great.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie and be like, plus my money don't stretch like that. Like, I can't even like to do it like that. You know what I mean? But if it's good, like this creative team right now for it, we've seen their work in other things.
Yeah.
It looks good. If it's a perfect a jumping point for someone who has not been reading Transformers like that, I can give some Dan Moore art. I can go to Robert Kirkman's story. Like, why not?
And with 18 printings of issue 1 alone, you are never not available for you to catch up on.
You said it. So, no, I think you're right. Yeah, at that point, sheesh, I'll be all over
it. Do you think that's true? I've tried. Hey, Buffy, I've tried. I have fucking tried multiple times with that book. I just can't. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I do think, like, that's the story that's always being told, right? It's like, it's a hard 9/8 because it's a black cover, right? It's something people say all the time. They say the same thing about it, I think what Image does is it scratches a niche in a lot of areas. You know what I mean? It's a very niche-y thing, which isn't bad, mind you. It's not. I think it's good. But to say that, like, the stories are I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways.
Don't forget Youngblood. They're doing that show.
What's that? Yeah, Youngblood. That's what you're gonna live and die on Youngblood over there. I don't know. We try to review that trash. So I mean, what I'm saying is like everything has its trash.
I don't remember if that was maybe there was an Image book. I like that one.
I mean, hey, look, there's some
like, hits. Yeah, everybody's got
Gold
hits.
Diggers. I thought was good, but nobody else did. So after 4, they stopped making it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, isn't Rob still out there doing what's his book with the people that are replacing their body parts with plant transplants? Gardner or whatever, Farmer. The guy that did Chew.
Yeah, Rob Gilroy.
Right. Yeah, isn't he still doing
Farmland?
He's still doing Farmland. Like it's on fucking, and I'm not knocking Rob. I really like the man. He's a great man. But I don't know anybody that picks that fucking book up. But I guess whatever, that's just the same thing as saying you know somebody who is. So Cliff, you know somebody who's reading Farmland right now? Living and dying with it?
That I could say no.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was still out, so I don't know.
It's still out. Yeah, it's still out. I do know somebody who read one.
Oh, so I know someone who's reading.
Yeah, you guys actually all know somebody
you.
about a month and a half ago or 2 months ago that read one because it was me. Yeah. I I don't know if they're all writing the best novels. There's some good stuff going on out there. Don't get twisted. I think the problem is that these artists
Justina Ireland. Yeah, I think she's writing novels.
writing what?
Novels.
Yeah, not anymore. She's writing comics too. So
Oh,
good luck
no.
with that. Yeah, but I mean, I think the biggest problem with Marvel too is they have Soul on everything. Like, you need to get rid of Charles Soule. And by the way, his independent stuff that he does at Image isn't that great. It's like cashed in. But what I do think is that a lot of people, and rightfully so, the artists should be proud about the work that they're doing independently. So they put a little bit more effort into it sometimes, and you can see that come out. But you just showed the cat book, but
Farrell.
Farrell, but the same guy's doing Thing, and he's doing a hell of a good job on. Like, I would never
crushing it. Yep.
Because when your boy Brian over there was doing Thing, it was shit. That book is shit. So John, I'm tired as hell. We talked about earlier, John Bryan, the guy that was shooting on Shooter.
Byrne?
Yeah, Byrne. Sorry, John Byrne, who was shitting on Shooter.
Like Brian?
Did he
or something?
Didn't
He
he?
wasn't shitting on him recently. Like,
Yeah. A long time ago.
I know, but wasn't that the guy that did The Thing? His book was The Thing, right? He did The Thing, and it was not good.
Did he?
Like from the 80s? There was a thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And he's also the one that invented Alpha Flight, didn't he?
Yes.
With Pete,
I
just to shit on Pete.
I don't fault him for Alpha Flight.
Just to shit on Pete.
What does Pete have to do with Alpha
Puck.
Flight?
What do you think the P's for? He was Little Pete. That's who that is. Have you ever seen Pete? Have you ever seen Puck? He stole that image directly from Pete, man.
Wow.
Anyways, let's get out of here because I'm falling asleep. Good.
Wait. Well, I have a couple quick questions. Cliff, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me virtually everywhere, but you can find me on Clip on Comics. Usually it's Comics and Cocktails on Friday evenings or Comics and Coffee on Saturdays. And something's happening this week. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You can also, you can also catch my whatnots. Occasionally it's Cliff Comics because they wouldn't give me my proper freaking name. You can also find me on the Council of Comics. Wednesday nights at 8 for our live hangouts. Sundays where we do the movie review and box office at 5 p.m. Eastern. And 8 p.m. Eastern on Mondays where we do new keys and hot comics. And, of course, you can see all the cool stuff over there and all the weird and cool stuff on my channel as well, Clip on Comics. And that's it. Enjoy.
We'll
Please.
throw some links below. Yeah, absolutely.
He's already going to be linked in the after the chat or at the bottom.
Sweet.
After the stream is over. And then here is Cliff's link as well if you'd like to go check out his channel.
Appreciate it.
Tomorrow night there's probably going to be a dollar bin digging or a keys or I forget what he dropped last week. Pete's going to have some shorts this week probably as well. Friday night CBSI Hot 10. That's right at 9:00, and I believe the qualified is back. Right? No, it's Friday is 4th of July, so definitely not. They will not be.
America!
America's birthday. Happy birthday, America. Saturday SNS I believe will be live at right here on Renovision, and then Sunday Star Wars Tales from the Dark Side.
As long as we don't blow our faces off on America's birthday.
Happy birthday, America.
Plus, U.S. should be playing Mexico that day, so shout out the U.S.
And then one last thing, Monday night, check out the Wednesday watch list. Pete drops that every Monday, tells you what's coming out, what are the good books, what he likes, what he doesn't like. So, and usually
here's
he
the
puts
most
that out
copied show nowadays on the internet.
Most copied show
on the interwebs. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's it's people figured out that it works, so you got to copy it. But thank you all for hanging out.
Content
really
creators
appreciate you.
create their content.
Corbin, thanks for hanging out. What?
A parting shot. A parting shot.
Corbin, it's always good to see you. Cliff, thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah,
it's
Cliff, great.
To see you
Yeah,
well.
Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We might bring Pete back next week.
Yeah, we'll see. Thank you all for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Peace. Happy birthday, America.
America! Nope, you didn't do it.